Late. Such complainers. Such complainers. The creeper stash is strong. I know. Listen, I was already running late. I didn't want to be super late. Alright, I was already super late. I didn't want to be ultra omega late. How about that? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Hello. Bro is late to his birth.
So did you win the Dota match?
I was not playing Dota. I was working on some Dunkbot stuff, and then I was sleeping. Speaking of which, I need to poke Solar to make sure he sleeps at some point.
Oh, hi. Don't check Discord general channel history for the past 30 to 45 minutes. I promise I've been good.
What did iRage do? iRage, are you posting nudes again? What'd I tell you about that? Oh, you're doing... Hey, it does not say dim boys. It just says cowboys. There's a very big difference. Which... Maybe I hide that for now. I hide my shame. I see the very... Okay, first off, what the hell, chat? What the hell? I have hair. Don't listen to these lies. I just woke up. I did just wake up. How does he know? He was watching me sleep. I gotta say, this one's probably the most upsetting. Because this one does not portray me in a good way. And also puts your guys' fetishes into the action figure, or on the action figure. This is too many levels of disturbing. Max hulked up Frid boss run win. We could do that today if you guys wanted it. I haven't done anything like that in a billion years. I don't even know. Let me see. Let's go to the wiki. Pump up his HP to a solid 19.2 mil. That's pretty beefy. That's pretty thick. I created a new game plus 28 starter mod if you're interested. Wait, I thought somebody yesterday said there already was one. There is one here. Well, if it didn't exist before, it does now. Enemy scaling, player damage multipliers, disabled. New game plus map generation, new game plus... Interesting. Precursor is pretty easy on the daily. Maybe something with that. What kind of exciting thing can we do with Precursor? I wasn't able to be here a lot lately, but I am once again requesting a low percent Sun Quest run. You start on a fresh save and need to create a sun. For each progress thing unlocked, you need to add one orb to Kolmi. Are we in a sun questing kind of mood? Start the game already? I'm trying to decide what we're doing. Are there interesting runs where you can do where he spends more time in heaven? I almost never see him there for any amount of time. There really isn't much reason to just go adventuring around in heaven unless you're doing some like really early shopping, because there is a shop up there. But outside of that, there's not really any reason to go venturing around in heaven unless you're wanting to die. You ask the tool, I want to shift X to Y and give it a seed number, and the tool finds the exact solution, which is crazy. And yeah, I meant not me. Liquid Cake did build the tool. Wait, really? What the hell? What do I look at? This is really cool. What is this? What we got going on here? Click on setup. Select save 00 folder. This browser is not fully compatible with certain features. Wait, what? You drop your save 00 into it? Oh, this is cool. So you drop your save file in there and it gives you all this information on it, I guess. Current run. What, when you click wiki, where does it... Spells. Oh, look. They actually put two of the turret on this. Huh. Materials. Damn, they actually put a lot of time and effort into this, I think. Death map. Bones wands. They have everything on there if you drop in your save. Holidays. Upcoming this year. Next one starts in December. Snow and slush weather has a chance to appear in the overworld alongside the freezing biome modifier. I've checked the repo. Dude spent more than a year on it. Oh, I believe it. I believe it's like super well made. Like, look at that. Even put little detail, like it, little snow on that shit. Look at the little heart one. This is some high effort shit. I'll have to look into this more later. It's the first I hadn't saw this at all. Like, I hadn't seen any of it. Noita Explorer is a free, ad-free, open source, and fully client-side tool to unlock perk and spell and enemy progress. It achieves it without mods by directly modifying your save files. It also draws the map using Putty's algo, but only visited and only the current run. Creatures attacks filter is cool, and materials tree is also cool. I have a list of everybody has some contributions. I'd like to help testing the newest features. Check out the deployment of the development branch. I'll have to look into this a bit more. Yeah, nobody had told me about this. Wait, when I hit back, what happens? Oh yeah, it's good. Quite interesting. Arntorius is linking, I think, the Reddit thread that it comes from. Hey, dear Noita community. Let me zoom a bit. It's kind of small right now. Dear Noita community, I've decided to release my pet project to the community, the Noita Explorer. Highlighted features, a map of your current world, excluding entities for now. View your unlocked progress, including perks, enemy spells, orbs, achievement pillars. Unlock lost cosmetics, lost cosmetics, crown, golden necklace, amulet gem. Unlock the lost progress, perks, enemy spells, achievement pillars. Auto-generated wiki based on the game files. Additional features. View details of your current run, including wands in your inventory, potions, health, orbs collected, money collected. This page is still in development. View all your Noita sessions, sort by money collected, enemies killed, playtime, or filter by which enemy killed you. View/delete bone wands, an in-game holidays calendar, death map. Why? I've lost some of my in-game progress due to a Steam Cloud save issue. To get my progress back, I've spent numerous time looking into my save files, figuring out the changes required to get my progress back. Since doing this manually was a nightmare, I've initially created a very basic app to unlock what I've needed. As I had a passion for the project, I've added more and more features by time. Noita Explorer was not designed for mobile use. To unlock full potential website, visit the setup page and select your save 00. Disclaimer for Knowledge Games. Noita Explorer is free, advertisement free, open source project not intended to and is not a port of the game to the browser, but to help players who lost progress due to Steam autosave out. If there are any issues, requests, or complaints with the website, please contact me or on GitHub. Repos linked in the credits. Special thanks to Putty for helping me during the development of the map and for testing the site. Additional credits for the project are listed at the credits page. Enjoy, a fellow Noita player. Their username is ENBI-NB81. NB81. Very cool. Thanks for letting me know. I hadn't seen this. Hadn't seen it. If anybody didn't see the website, it's literally just noita-explorer.com. Look cool. Look pretty damn cool. You have to do the setup and you can drag and select your folder and stuff and get it all connected and maybe see some pretty neat stuff. I'll toy around with it later just because we've looked at the death map before. Our bones folder, for the most part, I tend to keep it cleared. We don't have a current run going. But yeah, I'll poke around this later. I would like to see some stuff on it. Create a wisp from an uncommon spell, maybe expanding sphere or bullet. A bullet wisp does sound pretty fun. you know, the only reason I'm a little standoffish on creating a wisp, every time we ever want to do a wisp run, the game decides to be a huge pain in the ass about like one spell. So we'll find everything we need except for one spell, and then we spend the next 3 hours saying, oh, I need this one spell before I can, you know, progress forward. And then it kind of causes the run to be a bit of a resident sleeper. A little bit of a snooze fest. Shift whiskey to Midas, and then grab the Essence of Spirits, so you shoot Midas with every shot. Would be a change to the Earth/Water Stone. Yes, do that. I want the Whiskey Midas. All right, we can do that if you guys are down for it. Will there ever be a bingo run against Yoke again? Yeah, I want to. But it's just, I don't know. You guys know me. I'm pretty lazy about stuff, but I definitely would like to. It was really fun. Yoke is a monster, and it was fun doing a little 1v1 versus him. I got to get my redemption one of these days, right? You've been saying that for the past year. I know. Listen, to be fair, after I lost to Yoke, we had some close matches. He won by a hair. Then I went in 1v1 Jay to make sure that, you know, I would be prepared for the next time, and we just put it off forever. Or I put it off forever. I did 1v1 Jay, though, to get that. Yep, had a slam, had a dunk on J to the G. You took out your anger on a retired speedrunner. Very gallant of you. Hey, he wasn't as retired back then. Now he's super retired. Which sounds more interesting to you guys? A bullet wisp or whiskey to alchemic precursor fungal shift? Why not both? Yeah, we could probably do both. A bullet wisp that spreads whiskey. Well, the thing is, if we do it correctly, it'll end up spreading alchemic precursor everywhere. The glue ball wisp. Does it really just need one reduce? The thing is, I have no idea when it comes to the glue ball how it like triggers off and all that kind of stuff. We could toy around with it. The result is almost guaranteed to be disappointing. If the glue ball fails, can we move on to the bullet? I'd be fine with that. I just got to come up with like the standard for the run, you know? How about this? Instead, like that suggestion that somebody threw out, the golden bullet run, like Cayman said, we just call it the golden wisp run, which I know is not nearly as cool. But that way, just as long as we create a wisp of some kind, it meets the criteria. So Noita Golden Wisp daily run. That's what we're going to call it. So give me 1 second. I'll explain the criteria. Bets are open. Go ahead and get your predictions in. We're going to do it on the daily. If something happens and we blast through this daily run super fast, then that means we'll have time to either do Twitch integration or do try to add another one to our nightmare wins. We'll see whichever one, whatever sounds the best. So the goal is going to be to try to create a glue ball wisp that will also give off alchemic precursor. We'll rant on all the details of that as we get, you know, deeper into the run. Start a new game, and don't worry if you're confused at all about any of the details. You'll figure it out as the run goes along. It's like you know, one of those things that some things can be a little bit confusing when you don't know all like the deep details of Noita. But if you watch today's run, we're starting from nothing, so you'll learn how all that stuff works. So first things first, it's time to power up. Let's start going up and grab the orb real quick. There was a first-time viewer, long-time YouTube viewer, first-time stream viewer. Is yes, he will win, or yes, he will die. No, exclamation mark yes is if you believe I will successfully pull off the challenge. Like I will succeed in whatever challenge, it means you believe I will pull it off. Exclamation mark no means like you think I'm gonna fail, I'm either gonna die, or something's gonna go wrong, and I will not be able to achieve the goal that I set out. So exclamation mark yes for the believers, exclamation mark no for the doubters. And then I'll close the bets at the very first Holy Mountain. And also, thanks for watching the YouTube content. I do appreciate you. Looks like we got us an Invis potion. I wonder if this is too greedy. It was. God damn it. The world Jin is being stupid. This is the world we live in. Dude! I am hating the world Jin with a passion. It's making me angry. This is trash. Of course, we get no heart spawn there. Berserk, and you got Energy Sphere. You guys and your love of the early bridge boss cheese. Who needs cheese when you can just win normally? Come on. Noita responsibly. My opinion, you should keep your stash for the entirety of November. Then the last stream of November, which is just before your weekend, you have a Fuck Cancer event where the Fuck Cancer cosmetic returns. You can donate to charity from the subs that day. Thoughts? You know Twitch has a thing now where, and they may have one directly with some of the cancer charities, but they have one where if you partner with certain, or I think you can choose from a list, like Twitch has already done like the approving, and it will change. I think it changes like your sub thing and has like, it gives you like a donation button. It's got all that donation stuff integrated directly onto your channel. Twitch has made some pretty cool moves towards integrating charity raising stuff directly into your channel whenever you set stuff up. It's pretty cool. With that said, I haven't done too much charity stuff on my channel because I'm a part of the Speed Gamers who do charity events all the time. And I never want to like, you know, feel like I'm, you know, kind of separating. That's, you know, TSG is my roots. It's where pretty much why I went on my little streamer journey. That tends to be where I do all my charity gaming over with the Speed Gamers. I know you plan to be deliberately late day by day so you can fix your schedule by circling around the clock. Kind of just been stuck at this time that we've been late at for a while. You're preparing for your next event stream that's going to take 72 hours by sleeping on the floor. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, let's go grab the orb. And you may be saying, but now you got to go fight the boss. No, we do not. We're going invis, baby. Boss doesn't see us because we're invis and we are safe.
How dangerous is this type of run on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being dangerous?
It really depends on the fungal shifts, which I haven't looked at yet. They can cause a lot of problems sometimes whenever you're doing, you know, we're trying to do a fungal shift that leads to alchemic precursor being able to pour all over the screen. But in general, I wouldn't say it's unusually dangerous. It would just be like, hey, you could get unlucky and get some shifts that cause things to be really annoying. What do we got? What do we got?
Hello, Mr. DunkOrSlam.
Hello.
This is the Twitch police.
Oh, God.
Can you please explain why your viewers are typing poggies in chat?
No, I will not. Never. This shift looks annoying. Prep some mystery fungus and clinch your CPU. Oh, God. Well, we did get some green fungus in the first zone, so mystery fungus won't even be necessary. That's pretty lucky, I would say. Remember, bets closed at the first Holy Mountain. They haven't closed yet. You have a little bit more time to gamba to make your prediction.
How are you going to do precursor when the ingredients are almost immediately shifted away?
I guess we just have to make the precursor first. That's why we will look stuff up before I go doing any random shifts. You don't want to accidentally lose the precursor. What exactly is precursor? Any easy precursor in today's daily? People are claiming it is. I mean, even if it's not, I guess we'll just have to find a way to make it work because there could have been some damn liars in the chat. But precursor is like every Noita run that you load into, every single one, when you hit new game, it gives you a new seed right here, one that you likely have never experienced before. If you had experienced it, that would be kind of insane that could even happen. But anyways, with that new seed becomes a new 3 materials are selected.
I just got off work. It's 3 a.m. and you're just starting a run?
Yo.
Did you become a just chatting streamer or what's going on here?
Chat was telling me stories about back in the day, the old days, because they're old. Me, a youngster, I was learning about how life was like before the internet. Anyways, what were we talking about? Distractions, distract. Oh, so 3 random materials in my world are selected. So for example, like water and polymorphine and coal. Okay, these are 3 materials. I just named 3 random ones. If these 3 come in contact with each other, it then creates this blue liquid called alchemic precursor. So there have been 3 materials randomly selected. If they come in contact, they'll make the blue liquid. Once you have that blue liquid means that you can, if you were to kill an enemy, like this guy right here, so I kill him, and his corpse, when it hits the ground, if I kick his corpse into the blue liquid, it activates the blue liquid, and it turns into a gold liquid called Draft of Midas. It is a way that you can farm infinite gold. So we'll be doing it. You'll see it. You'll see it. Don't worry.
Gamer, should I ask Nutty to help you with the wisp?
I don't know. It depends. I don't think Yolk does a lot of wisp runs, so Nutty may be a little bit confused. Are there really chatters born before the first French Revolution that call you a youngster? Listen, there are some old peeps in the chat that try to pretend to be younger than me, but everybody knows I'm the youngest one here. Everybody knows it. Some people are just role-playing as being a Zoomer and stuff. How old are you, though? You know, most people, when they guess my age, they assume probably like 18, 19, maybe 20. Which is a decent guess, I would say. Yeah. Bro, what? What do you mean, what? All right, Rosalina. How old am I, Rosalina? Hit me with the number. Don't listen to chat. They're saying random numbers right now. How old am I, Rosalina? Chat's making up numbers. Don't listen. No older than 30. See? I'm 36. See, chat, though? But see, there's clearly a young lad. A young lad. But yes, I did turn 36 in September. Kuba with the prime 58-monther. Kuba, thanks for the love, my dude. Damn old. Oh, come on. Don't say that. You're supposed to say, wow, so young still. So full of life. Wow. You look like an old guy trying to look young? What? What did I do to try to look young? The fuck? I just rolled out of bed and walked to stream. The wig? That's my hair. That's my hair. It's on my head. The wig on your lip. All right. Don't look at my creeper stash, damn it. I gotta get rid of this. I was lazy, man. All right, you know what? Let's just go to the mountain. There may be in today's daily run, there could be more to this first zone. I probably didn't explore every corner, but I found 1 heart and then I grabbed 2 orb hearts. That's what that's our opener for today. But let's go ahead. Let's close up the bets. Remember, the goal is to create a wisp that pours off alchemic precursor everywhere it goes. So it's just traveling around, and alchemic precursor is going everywhere. Likely we're going to do it with whiskey, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see what kind of fungal shifts we have. I'll look up the shifts in just a moment as well. Looking at Noita, it looks like they'll have to go. You'll have to go to shift 11 for the soonest possible shift this time. Number 3 held fungus to blood. Wait, held to fungus blood. The number 11 fungus blood to held, or new game plus. Number 2 is held to water, and water to held. I mean, you could just do held to water and then just straight up do like a water trail, and that would also work. But so this is the seed. You got it already pulled up. Let me close the bets first. How about that? Let me close the bets and then we can yap. Wait, what the hell? Why is my... I swear sometimes the Noita just turns off dark mode on its own. Goes into blinding mode. Let's see what we have here. There will be no reopens today. I feel like I've been doing so many reopens recently. You guys have been too frisky with the reopens. So today is going to be just putting our foot down. Wait, what? Held material into water. Okay, so yeah, we could just do Yeah, poison into alchemic precursor. That would work just fine. We were thinking of doing whiskey just to do that one, but if there's no easy whiskey one, it's not like the end of the world. Yeah, poison would probably be the easiest anyways. If you're curious, the reason whiskey would be one that's kind of cool to mess with is because if you grab one of the essence, a certain essence, the essence of spirits, what happens is every one of your shots that you take will actually give off whiskey. It's pretty much like if you attached a whiskey trail, like a whiskey trail to every single spell that exists, that every single spell that you fire off will give off a trail of whiskey. Well, then you would convert whiskey into alchemic precursor, and then you would end up with alchemic precursor everywhere. But the idea is you could just attach a poison trail and turn poison into alchemic precursor. Very similar results, which I think will be okay with that one. But the alchemic precursor today needs water, diamond, and chili water. I thought you guys were saying it's a really common one. Oh, because there's probably Ukos in the snowy depths. You kill an Uko, he's going to bleed diamond. The area is filled with water and chili water. That's why so many people are seeing it. But, so the second shift already tries to lose the ability. So the first shift we can do it just fine. We need to get a pouch and do that. So we're just going to go for shift number 4, I think, and look for that poison trail. Hopefully we don't struggle too much trying to get our hands on that shit. All right. All bets are closed. We're going. Let's put this stuff up. What else do we got here? We don't want these. Chain bolts. All right. Interesting stuff. Interesting. No reopens. No reopens. I refuse. Please, man, reopen. Hold on. Had nonstop. Is that his first message? Slash user. Let's see if nonstop. If he's being for reals. For reals, then maybe we'll consider. Let's see. Damn it. He hadn't posted anything else before asking for the reopen. I'm too soft on you guys. Gotta be more ruthless.
Why are you so mean to late people? No reopens, when you yourself are known to be late.
There, I reopened. Are you happy, Bayhue? Are you happy now? You're babying them. Alright, the bet's closing for real now, all you late chumps. Even said I wasn't going to reopen, then you guilted me into it because you're animals. Goddamn animals. I'm gonna swap over to... Actually, wait, why am I holding this? Like, I actually need that.
Okay, you said there will be no reopens.
I know.
And then you reopen.
I know.
That proves you got no integrity. So 1K subs?
No, it's not integrity. It's called a backbone. I have no backbone. Fucking Chad. God damn it. No backbone and no integrity. 4 new... I see the new guys are all believers. Can you please close the bet so I don't accidentally chicken out? All right, bets are actually closed for real. No reopens. I'm going to go with melee immunity here. Melee immunity. The other ones weren't that bad. Especially Trick Blood Money is not that bad. But the reality is immunities can save your entire run. Whether it be right in the early game or in the ultra late game, it's always useful. While the other ones are more about like just being useful in very specific situations. So like Trick Blood Money would be useful in the early game, but then late game would become kind of pointless. Nope, nope, nope. No reopens. There already was a reopen. If I reopen, then it's just going to be an infinite chain of, hey, will you reopen? Will you reopen the reopen? Will you reopen the reopen of the reopen? No. All right, so we have our exits. We've killed Steve. We'll even put this up. And actually, what's the spread on that? 0 degrees. I like that. And we're all set. Could you still be polyed even with polyimmunity? I had a 6K timer on polyimmunity, did Bath and got polyed. Never happened yet. So I'll explain what happened there.
Can you please extra close the bets?
They're super closed. They're ultra closed. So in Noita, and this is not necessarily, I mean, I guess it's intentional if you think about it, but it's not something you really discuss. It's how the engine works in Noita. Let's say that you have a stain of some kind. It doesn't have to be some kind of a polyimmunity. Actually, polyimmunity, that would be a bad example because it's not really a stain. But let's just say an effect, right? Polyimmunity means that you are under this effect where you cannot be polyed because you ate the corpses of the polymages. But that effect that gives you polyimmunity, it actually has to be like reapplied to your character. And there is a one frame moment where think of it like this, like there's a timer that ticks down in behind the scenes, and whenever it needs to reapply the effect onto your character, because the game says, oh, he still has polyimmunity, it shouldn't be gone. So the game says, okay, put polyimmunity back on him. For one frame, there's this moment where you don't have polyimmunity and it's reapplying it to you, that if you submerge yourself in poly liquid and you have polyimmunity for 10 hours, whatever, but if you sit in that polyimmunity liquid long enough, behind the scenes in the game engine, it's going to say, oh, he still has polyimmunity, reapply the effect to his character, and that will leave you one frame of vulnerability, which will poly you. It's like a moment where it can sneak by, and even though you're supposed to be entirely protected from it, it still can affect your character. This becomes obvious if you're using something such as Berserkium. So there's been strategies, and there still are strategies, for killing the bridge boss using Berserkium. You may ask yourself, how does Berserkium help you kill the bridge boss? Well, they made it where one of the bosses, the bridge boss, does not see your character if they have the Berserkium effect, meaning like you swim in Berserkium or whatever. So the boss cannot see you. Think of it as like your character going invisible to that boss if you have a Berserkium effect on you. Well, people would use this to hide behind like a wall or just anywhere, put the Berserkium effect on your character, and the boss loses track of you. He says, I don't know where you're at. So you just would stand there idling, saying, I don't know where the player is, and the player could sneakily chip away at his health till it kills him. Well, because of that one frame moment, what would happen is, imagine you're invis, the boss is like, I don't know where he is, and then for one frame, it just shows a little flash of the character. Well, then the boss would be like, oh shit, I know where the player is, he's over here. And so people would be like, wait, but I was Berserkiumed, how the hell did he know where I was at? I'm supposed to be invis. And it was because of that imperfection in how the engine applies the effect, ends up in this result that would lead to people dying. So that's why it's something that's been discussed before, and that's why there are people aware of this interaction, but it is a little bit obscure. You got to be in a very, very specific scenario to really get screwed by it.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Well, this guy is drowning in that. There's not really much I can do about it. I will put this chaotic poly in the corner, though. Moin, I wonder what happens if you're at 1 HP and take a fraction of damage, aka less than 1. Do you survive? Is your hidden health now, let's say, 0.5?
Around this fucking house like
Yeah, you can survive. Like, if it says you're at 1 HP and you take a fraction of damage, you can survive. We've had that happen before, where it said 1, and then somebody said, look, it said you have 1 HP, and it did 1 HP of damage. How'd you live? That's the fractions.
Back to 1.0. I got to 0.00, like 6 zeros before numbers of HP with lots of stainless and touch-ups before extra life triggered. And it was kind of weird. Sometimes it triggers fast, sometimes you get lots of zeros after period.
There you go, man. Noita, the fact that they have these imperfect numbers and shit is just odd. Should have did a rounding system, damn it. They do it for the showing of the health it's rounded, but yeah. I've seen people with negative HP It is a glitch slash bug slash, yeah, all this funkiness. I've had people say that they found a way to consistently get it to negative, but I don't know if that's true. I've never seen like valid sources say that all the time.
Like 5 nutty viewers were telling you that if you get to true infinity and restart the game without healing, you'd have minus 25 horsepower. Unverified my ass.
Again, unverified. I haven't seen a valid, like, you know. There's been many people who are, you know, have claimed, hey, this is how you do this thing. And then I've gone out of my way to do that thing and it didn't work out. And then they're like, I mean, that's how it worked for me. Verified means like people have actually tried it out, several scenarios, verify that this is how it works.
Sounds like a reasonable approach.
A way to get your discoveries, though, verified would be getting somebody like a Latali or a Kubi, some trusted voices in the community to try out what you did. Maybe like a twist. But yeah, basically there's a glitch in the game that you could get to negative HP, and there's an achievement actually for doing it. But for the most part, it wasn't really known of a way to do it. Some people have claimed that like, we know the way now. But again, like I said, I haven't seen it for sure and haven't spent the time to... Holy shit! How does that chainsaw spell work? Pretty exciting. That's how it works. Let me bring it back to my home, to the nest. This is the spicy I was talking about. Yeah, that is actually dangerous. I could see some players dying on today's daily to that for sure. Actually, you know what? We're just going with the classic. With the crowd favorite. Actually, wait, no, it's supposed to be that way. You know chat loves it. Blame the game for giving it to me.
How many gifties for you to do an all shuffle wands run?
All shuffle wands? Do you want to torture yourself? I mean, it depends on what the goals are. If the goals of the run are minor, you don't need to gift anything. We could just, you know, do it. But the reality is it just pretty much slows the run down tremendously. You know what? I might as well grab the heal. I don't know why I'm even min-maxing this hard. We're going to be fine. We'll be fine, right? Dude! I keep forgetting the heal. Sorry, I'm just juggling too many things in my head. I'm like, how do I... Because so in my head, I'm like, we can do one fungal shift, but we need to grab a pouch. We also need to dig to the previous level because we need a green fungus. And every time I walk back here, I'm like, what was I doing over here? And then I forget and I leave. And the cycle continues. Let's go ahead and just make this our water flask. Come on, RoboCop. Die. Yeah, I guess I can do my one consume now. I hear an Uko. I see an Uko. I am shitting myself. Okay, Robo Dude down. Uko. Don't trust you. Oh god. Woo! He was coming to break off a piece. Does electric damage work? Can I sometimes tank a couple electric shocks, but other times I get one shot? Yeah, electricity is kind of random like that. Depending on how it aligns with your hitbox and everything, it's kind of spontaneous how much damage. Maybe grab polymorphine flask to shift it away for the first shift. Yeah, that feels a little cheaty, right? Right? But then it will keep the fungus, won't it? Hold on, let me look. It is something to water. Held material. You know what? Here, we'll do this one. That way it doesn't feel as dirty. And then we don't have to worry about it shifting away. We don't have to worry about the green fungus. Life is good. Get rid of concentrated mana. Consume. What do you guys spam? Okay, hold on. Let me get over here. We'll consume. So basically I need to be from somewhere that can drop it high up. Then I can create a lot more fungus. Should be good enough, I guess. Maybe? No? This is a good spot right here. Alright, here we go. So we're going to eat the fungus. We got to pass 180 seconds. Very first shift, we already looked it up. Very first shift said held material. So if I choose to hold the material, it's going to turn into water. The held material will instead be water. If I don't hold the material, instead it'll be this whole group here, the fungus group, will turn into water. So we'd rather keep our fungus around. So let's just go ahead and turn concentrated mana into water. I know, an insane shift, right? Game changer. There we go. Now we got water transformed. And one shift down.
Jesus Christ, Deliflow has followed you before some viewers have been even born, maybe. 14 years and days.
Dude, Deli has been here forever. Deli is true OG. If you guys are curious, I didn't stream back then, but I was a member of the Speed Gamers, and every once in a while I would do a stream just to, like, you know, testing out software and this, you know, just goofing around on stream, and then I wouldn't stream again for another year or two, like stream like once a year just to goof around. And Deli followed all the way back then. Does that mean the magic stone for the Master of Masters will turn every liquid into water? Not every liquid, but yeah, some liquids.
Did you just encourage people to spam Magikarp more? Also, why the hell did you not shift Polly away?
Because I felt like it was a little cheaty to get rid of Polly, but get rid of concentrated mana, nobody's like, you cheating son of a bitch. Was that a heart on the right? Did you see one? Where did you see a heart? Oh, good eye, good eye. Wait, what does that guy have that wand for? What is he doing over there? Let's see if I can get this. Oh, shit. That was not my intention. I didn't mean to... Thought I was going to hit it better. There we go. Mlem? Mlem? Okay. That is what I want. And I'll slurp it. Second pouch for diamond. Oh yeah, the Uko was in here, bled diamond. Where was he? There's diamond in this. You were saying second pouch. Where was the second pouch at? I also need to glance at that wand. You never know. Could have an ad mana, though it's unlikely. Left and down. Did I just pass it? Am I crazy? Am I losing it? Below you? Blind? Oh, right there. Whoops. Whoops. It was hiding. It was hidden over here. Alright, empty this out. Means we can carry the diamond into the next zone. And we'll be able to get our hands on some of that alchemic precursor. My eyes. Alright, we're pretty much seeing what we need to see out of this zone. Oh, I didn't grab the diamond. I literally grabbed the pouch, emptied it, and then said, fuck it. In my head, I was thinking I already had the diamond in the pouch. If you're curious why we're needing to grab the diamond at all, it's because diamond, water, and chili water apparently are the ingredients for Alchemic Precursor today, which is what we're basing our run a little bit around. Okay, I think certainly we got some. How much do we have in there? Alright, there's a little bit. There's some weird stuff going on in here. That purifying powder may kind of complicate things a bit too. Let's go. Now, we toss this stuff. There's a triple, I guess. There we go. Steve's gonna be over here pissed off. Alright, Steve. Get over here. Lumi Dig on Wand 4. Wand 4, which one was he? Oh, you're right. That's a great call. That is a fantastic call. I wasn't even paying attention to how good those stats were. Use light to wrap it. There we go. Fire Whack.
I really wish you guys
Whack.
could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Does purifying powder turn chili water into water? That's what I was kind of wondering myself right now. It's like, I'm not sure. It doesn't? We'll grab no more knockback just because we're doing some wisp related stuff, and I feel like that could be nice if the wisp is being a little funky and for some reason interacts with the player.
Imagine if chat didn't start getting pissed at the sound and doing the blame Marfoy running joke. No one would be spamming the sound. But now, because chat hates it, more people want to do it. Because no one hates chat more than chat.
Because nobody hates chat more than chat. Let me empty out this flask. Let me see if I can find some chili water. So chili water will look just like regular water, but it will be chili. So we have to hover our cursor over pools of water. Whack. Quack, quack. Mario!
It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. It's a football. I chiseled it.
I chiseled it. So we have some precursor. It's blue and it's right there. It's really tricky to get the exact one that we want. Alchemic precursor. There we go. So what we do is we throw it in the air and we catch the exact pixel. Real gamers collect it this way. Oh. God damn it. There were 2 pixels in the air and I caught the fucking wrong one. Alright. I chiseled it. See if I pour some more this way. Can I make some more? There we go. That'll make it easier. Make it a little easier on myself. Come on! Oh, I caught one of each. No! Damn it. By the way, we can definitely make a lot more. Oh, there we go. Clutching the fuck up. That's how we do it. We got some alchemic precursor in our flask. Bean. Yep, now for some sea of mimicium, and then we'll be in good shape. It would help if we had a teleport wand, wouldn't it? Was there a return in here? I feel like we did see return. Not that I'm excited for return, but at the very least, you know, like, okay, there's... You could use that, yeah. There's returns there. So we could go kill the pyramid boss and see if we get a setup to use with the return.
I'm legally blind.
I'm legally blind. Wait, what did I miss? Big brain idea. How about this? If you win today's bet, we remove Magic Orb forever. But if you lose, we remove it for only 20 years. Wait a second. This is genius. Ooh, this one is nice. That is a really nice wand. It is a sexy wand right there. Let me just carry it on back to our home. This thing has got 530 monogen. That is crazy. Lots of stuff. Alright, crit on water goes over there. Move this all there. Look at this. Woo. Throwing everything around. Okay. What the hell? Let this guy in here. Okay, statue fell through the ground. Well, this is going to be... Luckily, I just built a wand that can spam like crazy. The gods are enraged. Which means Big Steve is in the next mountain. Which means we got to be kind of careful. There is a bloodlust there. I'm going to go ahead and roll this because that is garbage. I'll take the all-seeing eye. I don't mind that. Wouldn't 2 drills in place of 2 chain sustain the mana better? Right now it's infinite. Now the other ones you're talking about, the last one that was running out, probably true. It would be slightly less damage because you'd rather have an extra, you know, chainsaw, all that. But yeah, you're right that the Ding Bolt is free. Free can't beat free. It's one issue that Magikarp is really splitting the community, but another issue that so many people spam it actively blocks other sounds. Yeah, I'd say that would be the most glaring issue. But again, like luckily there's logs kept and all that kind of stuff, so I use it as a motivator. And honestly, we use the data to like check how I want to handle certain things for the future. So the trolls are accidentally improving the channel. Those suckers. Then as a supporter of DunkBot 2.0, should I spam and troll to... Wait. Should I spam and troll to help even more? I mean... Oh my... I jumped right into it. I jumped right into it. Yo, I tanked the second shot like I didn't give a fuck. Holy shit. Yo! Woo!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That was close. Dude, the first shot hit so hard, and the second one, I got so lucky it did not hurt that much. It barely hurt me. Why was he launched at you in the first place? So he kind of moves that way. So the Uko does this. There's a lot of enemies in Noita. In normal games, moving, like AI moving is like they pace back and forth, right? But in Noita, they don't make the character go walk here, walk there. No, they go. Like I don't know why. I guess they found that the movement being kind of just sporadic and ridiculous leads to scenarios like this, which are super dangerous. So the Uko will literally just sometimes just lunge and just throw his body somewhere. It's kind of like a leap, and this makes the situations like this happen where he kind of just goes lunging by you, and I panicked and jumped right into the shot. Yep, there was one today, and he almost got me. Meanwhile, yesterday there was 17 of those little bastards. But if you watch the replay of that scenario, actually maybe Tori may have just linked that exact moment. Let me see. Yeah, if you watch this back in replay, let's look at my health right now. This where it shows you there's a little bit of, you know, I got lucky in what occurred, what played out. Because the first part, to help even more, so I have 158 health. I mean, oh my, I jumped right into it. I went from 158 to 83. It's actually not too bad, right? Actually, I thought I took a little bit more than that. 158 to 83. I jumped right into it. Then from 83 to 45. Actually, I mean, there was, as you can see though, there's a little bit of a difference, right? But it's not as drastic. I thought there was going to be, sometimes you can get drastically different, where one shot will hit you for 200 and the next one hits you for 30. And this one was a little closer. That would have been bad. Chat would have been talking so much shit. Not my one streak. Don't worry, Frog. Your streak's alive for now. Let me go heal up. I guess you were electrified already. The second hit came in and you only took projectile plus explosion. Oh, you think so? You think I still had the electrified status so it didn't allow it to apply again? Maybe. Maybe. There's a worm that just went right through here. But yeah, in case you're curious, from an Uko shot, you could take, if you get really unlucky, I mean, I've taken over 500 damage from a single Uko shot. So again, you're at the mercy of, because every pixel is simulated, so the idea is like, whenever your character's electrified, you get hit sometimes, you're bleeding, your blood can conduct the electricity, this can electrify you more. It all depends on the simulation, how much damage you end up taking, which is pretty much just randomness. I need help. I used a telebolt with reduced lifetime, and now I'm in work hell with homing plasma mist in the same wand. Can I get out, or should I kill myself? All right, hold on, chat. When I say kill himself, they're talking about a Noita. Don't freak out. Yeah, that is a crazy one. So essentially what Nico did, All right. So basically what happened with what Nico's saying is he accidentally created a projectile with an infinite lifetime, a teleport bolt, and then he shot it. And what happens, actually, wait. Yeah. So he shoots a teleport bolt, and what can happen is your teleport bolt, you may say, okay, well, how is it going to get through all of the dirt and the ground and all that? Really, it doesn't need to do that much. If you shoot a teleport bolt with an infinite lifetime and it makes it just slightly outside the range of your screen, well, you got to remember that this area, a certain distance from your character, is not loaded. The area is unloaded. So there is no terrain actually there. So something like a teleport bolt could continue to fall forever and go forever. So he shot this teleport bolt and it traveled forever. And I can't remember what Latali said makes it all of a sudden like activate, but his telebolt kept flying through the world, and then at some point it just randomly decides, oh, let me work like a teleport bolt is supposed to work, and it caused the telebolt to expire, which then it reaches the mirror world. Oh, is it that far down? Okay, maybe. Holy shit. It went all, oh, I don't know. So his depth must be insane. But the bolt falls for so long that eventually it just forces it to expire out. Indoor Cat says it reaches the mirror world. It basically just means like the engine's kind of like fucking up. And this then causes you, when the teleport bolt dies, it pulls your character to where the teleport bolt died at. So you're basically just get pulled straight down to hell with whatever loot you have. Now, if you have good enough digging and a good way to travel around, yes, you can, you know, try to recover from that. But I feel like unless you're one of those people that really loves a kind of ridiculous challenge and seeing if you can overcome it, you may be better off just restarting a new run. Because if that happens to me early in a run, I mean, you have to go back through all this lava. You have to go back through all these enemies. And I don't know how many parallel worlds down you are. It could be many. That's a run idea right there. Well, actually, we did this one challenge. The chat got to design wands and put it in my game. We called it, so this already happens in regular Noita. They're called bone wands. A bone wand or a graveyard wand, whatever the hell you want to call it, are wands that a ghost can carry into your game. A ghost can carry a wand from your past runs into your current run. And it's a whole thing. We've yapped about it many times. So I let the chat design all of these wands and filled up the bone graveyard, the bone wands, with only chat-made wands. Well, I think it was Latali. I can't remember who it was. But one piece of shit chatter made a wand that did exactly what we're talking about. Basically, a ghost ran into me in the first area, and when he would fire it and it hits my character, it then drags your character all the way down to hell. It literally just pulls you down to hell. And I was in like the first or second zone when it happened. My character got brought all the way down to hell, and I mean, it's pretty much a deal breaker. Like, you're pretty much done unless you coincidentally have the resource. I mean, because you know, once you're in hell, you know, you usually have freeze, you have black holes, you have all these methods to get through the world. But if you just got brought to hell at a random moment, it's unlikely that you're set up to get out of hell. You're probably just dead. It was so fucking funny. It was not funny. That shit was messed up. It's not even fair. Imagine you have the starter wand and the starter, you know, basic killing wand and the bomb wand, and you're in hell. It's just like, there's no way out of it. I was in that god run. I shot the wand a bunch of times and I got tele, so I probably go down even more. I don't know. Yeah, it is a weird thing. I don't know what causes it to happen only sometimes, because I've shot a reduced lifetime tele wand before and not been punished. But once I realized, like, people explained how this could happen, I stopped using reduced lifetime on tele bolts. Because it can accidentally make a wisp and it can lead to some of these crazy interactions. That's why you want to have a Nala on it instead. You can use the reduced lifetime on the short tele bolt though, and that one it's good. This was the wand. Oh, let's see. Is this the one that failed, or did this one successfully do it? Oh Jesus! Like jumped. No! 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 Oh. That was one that failed to do it. This one tried to drag me into hell, but it accidentally drugged me into a portal, which then saved me from getting drugged to hell. We need another custom wand stream. Maybe, perhaps. Would make for a good video. So what I found out is that whenever it comes to designing custom wands to then put in the bone folder, that part was cool. That part was like, okay, this seems like a pretty neat idea. Could lead to some fun stuff. But what I did not know and what I learned is that when it comes to putting wands in the bones folder, you can actually do some wild shit. You can actually make it so that a wand in the bone folder activates mods in your mod. Like, you could literally have mods here that are not turned on, that a wand in your bone folder utilizes that mod. You could have a wand in your bone folder take you to fair mod, pretty much give you the fair mod experience from your bone folder. And that's when shit got fucked up once chat figured that out, because it was like all hell broke out and the wands got so ridiculous that it was no longer Noita. It was, at one point, my wand turned into a dragon and tried to kill me. I was like, all right, this is not Noita. This is bullshit. This is stupid. And it was ridiculous. That was amazing. That was bullshit. It was no longer Noita. Dunk's face. It was usually don't. Oh my. Wait. Yep, there. What is that player go shooting? Is that my face? What? What the shit is that? I'm gonna die just because I want to check this out. He's shooting a sausage. It was they took we've had this discussion many times about the clown meat. It's a like piece of bologna essentially with a clown face stamped on it. Well, they took, I guess, a pixel art of a supposed to be bologna and they put my face on it, and then the wand was shooting. It was ridiculous. But the point is, that's what happened with the bone folder. It opened up this whole realm of just ridiculousness. Is there a VOD of that stream? It wasn't a stream, it was a month. So basically what happened is there was this period of time that I was determined I was going to go an entire month in Noita without dying. Well, naturally, chat said, okay, what if you fail? What happens? So they wanted there to be repercussions for any time I died. So the repercussions for dying was that I had to do the remainder of whatever month that I died in Noita with some kind of punishment. Well, one of the month's punishment for losing was that I had to have the chat-made bone folder. So I pretty much was playing Noita for like a couple weeks with bone folders of bullshittery. That was the idea. Miser has more good clips? All right, how many more do you got? The dragon clip. Wait, the dragon and the sun spawning? Wait, what's this one? You hear that?
Yeah. Hello, guys.
That's
and
not
girls.
rain.
Oh boy, I wish I had a picture of your stupid faces.
Okay, that... Who made it where their wand summons in a sun? You see what I'm saying? So I'm in the first zone, the starter zone. I have the starter wand here, starter bomb wand, and I started with an acid flask. And there's literally a sun that I couldn't even see. Like you can, I could hear. That's not rain. "58 seconds into a run, I'm having to deal with a sun." You see? You see what I'm saying? This was, dude, that's why it was a little bit, you know, it was a little much. I had forgot about the sun, but I do remember this one though.
Why didn't you die?
Dunk, are you removing the wands you add during your runs from the bones folder?
What? Oh, it just ends. Yeah. Yeah, that was where the dragon The wand turned into a dragon. It got real bad. But you killed that dragon? Well, that one, yeah, no. I did clutch up on that one. But I'm just saying the point is the unbalanced chaos of it all is a little bit much. I remember that one wand that would delete itself after a certain time. Yes, that was another thing. Is somebody put a wand in there with amazing stats. It had like some of the best stats, some of the greatest stats you'll ever see. And they put a timer on it that you can't tell is going. It's hidden. It's in like behind the scenes. And so I started to build on this amazing statted wand. And then after, I don't know, 15 minutes or whatever, it just disappears. So all of the spells you've put on it, everything that's on it, just deletes itself. And that was the wand. I was like, okay.
Fix your posture.
I think would be. And what was messed up is I had actually built some cool stuff. Like it was like this crazy wand I added to. I was like, you know what? We'll actually use a pretty. Look at this wand. It's cool. You place such a weird emphasis on winning this game to the point that it gets in the way of actually having fun with crazy mechanics because you don't want to die. In any game, if you don't care about dying, the game will lose its purpose. Like if you want to survive, that's kind of like the draw. And it's like gambling with Monopoly money. People want to watch a person put something on the line. You want to win. The moment you're like, I don't care, then people also won't care. That's a pro tip for streaming out there. You want to care. Anyways. The kickback is like, you would think would be really bad, but I guess divide bys don't amplify that kickback. Look at this. Add expiration trigger.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck?
We got him.
What? Where did the wand go? What?
Holy moly.
It was a cool wand too. That was some bullshit, man. So after that happened, you stopped doing cool wands? No, I'm just saying. I got punished for it. Listen, we've built those wands before, all right? This is nothing new. It was named Suspiciously Good, the wand. Was it? I feel like that sounds really familiar. I think it was called Suspiciously Good Wand. I think it was Durium that designed that one.
What's funny is that some
You're
of
right.
it, me included, created just basic, kill everything, wand that you mostly found on the floor.
Yeah, because that was more like what I thought was going to happen, right? That's like the spirit of the run. And then some people were like, what if I forced mods into this wand? It's like, what? You cheaters. Dodgy, did you just take the quote from Ninja and apply? Dunk, probably? Okay. Did you just take the Ninja quote? The phrase, it's just a game, is such a weak mindset. You're okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. Did he tweet that or was it in his book? I can't remember. His book? He has a book. He has a book. You guys don't know about this? The book is kind of weird from the quotes that I've heard, but I haven't read the whole thing. Maybe it's got some pro streamer tips in it. But I know I've been linked some stuff, and there was some weird stuff in that book. He can read. I can read, yes! Did you read it? No, I've only seen like a little paragraphs from it. Hold on, actually, you guys never seen this? Oh, The Ultimate Guide to Gaming. There you go. There you go. Go check it out at your local library. Is it odd that this is how we find out Ninja sponsors Dunk Stream? Today's stream brought to you by... I'm trying to think the quote that Ninja had about his wife. Damn it, what is the quote, chat? Somebody help me out here. The brought to you by Ninja's braless wife. The quote was something good. It was, damn it, I can't. It's been, somebody said it like, I want to say like a week or two ago, and I remember when I read it, it had been a while. I was laughing. You know, oh, Stardust got it. I'll give it one moment and kill this boss real quick. But kill him. Die, you bitch. Oh, there it is. Torakashi's got it. Torakashi's got the quote. I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips, as I get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going? This is something he tweeted out unironically. That is the best. That is... Oh, the fact that this exists is... It just... It makes the world a little bit of a better place. It's not dying of cringe. What do you mean? That's Giga Chad. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I didn't read it well enough. Did you miss the part where we said not asked for? How about an event where your goal is to empty the bones folder provided by chat? It depends on what emptying it out exactly qualifies as. Like you have to beat a run with that wand in it, and then it empties it out. Like it gets rid of it. Could you make a boss tier list from most chill to least? Who gets the title of least chill boss? To be fair, Dunk is braless too. How do you know that? You don't know. You don't know what's going on under these clothes. Master of Masters, least chill? I don't know. Master of Masters, you think so? We've seen the Fox Girl. Shut the hell up. God damn it. He hasn't made the updated perk tier list he promised for like a year. Soon. Soon. I'm pretty sure the Fox Girl was also braless. What? Listen, I got rid of the image. I deleted it from my memory as quick as possible. It kind of woke something inside of me. Alright, let's focus on the run here. Let's focus on this run. How's it going so far? Well, we have like 3 more fungal shifts to do.
Smash.
You can get there without tele. You could use like tablet levitation or something, but we have another possible one that we could use. Let's put this here. And oh wait, this there, that, no, that, yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Some kind of shit though, because energy sphere is one that if I shoot it up, I think a lot of the time it will. Let's see. Yeah. It's it needs to like hit stuff to really do any good, because if it goes outside the render range, it's going to be screwed. Why not using the spark double trigger? It needs to hit something to deliver the payload. Yeah, Lumi drill timer may actually be better off. We'll see what this area offers, and then we'll make our decision. This is your grandpa's telebolt. It's passed down for generations. How about a challenge where you combine the boss rush and creating the waypoint wand you made like a year ago? Kubi actually did a redesign, an entirely new redesign. Oh my gosh. Oh shit! Woo! We got some poison trail. This is huge. Got some good stuff. Normally poison trail is not exciting, just to be clear. Poison trail is normally like, boo, poison trail. But, given our challenge today, we are going to need this poison trail to create an extra alchemic precursor. You'll see. Okay, first let's try the Lumi timer that you guys were suggesting. It's a thing. Not really happy about it, but what if instead we go with this? the slow one, but that one could work. It's not short chat, it's average. What the hell are you on about? Alright, we have heals. We have, well, we have a shit ton of heals actually. Good. Poison trails. I'm going to leave these poison trails right here because we're going to need these later in the run. Don't need that TNT. I don't know why it's chilling. Got lots of heals here if I need it. Scoop up some water. Use a spark trigger for the tele. Yeah, but think about it. How am I going to, like, you have to hit something. If you use a spark trigger has to come in contact before it fires off the payload. So when I'm shooting in the sky and stuff, there's nothing to hit. But the timer, it'll always fire off. Have you heard of the new pirate software gossip? Oh goodness. What's happening now? I heard he removed his bottom rib so he could suck his own dick. Alright, I feel like this gossip is getting a little extreme. Classic. Classic. Relatable. If his popularity starts to climb again, it's like, alright, now I get my career back on track. Also keep shifting. You have 2 more before the precursor shift. I was trying to make sure that I could... I need to create more of this. I don't want to end up losing it and then be like, oh, well, I already did shift, so I can't make more, and then it's a whole thing, you know? So let me just get it all set up, and then I'll keep shifting. Apparently, I did not prep this. Did they end up saying what they were talking about? I may have missed it.
I went to a fortune teller because why not? She took a long look at her crystal ball and then her face got really serious. She told me that I will become a woman with a very large and round forehead. I said, you dumb biatch, that's your reflection.
Oh, but what's the actual gossip? They didn't say. They just said, had you heard the latest gossip? And then they just didn't say. There was no follow-up. It was actually the ribs thing. I had a feeling. Don't worry, the fungal shift will be coming up soon. We just got to get our hands on the mimicium. We're going to do a quest right now, one that would probably not look so stupid if my wand, my tele wand wasn't an abomination. But hey, sometimes you have to do your own custom-made tele wand, because Noita doesn't always gift you the greatest loots. So we made an orb timer, heavy spread, Nala, return. So we shoot off the return spell, which then pulls us there. And this is our tele wand, and it will be good enough to get us what we need to get. There's tele on this daily, I won't spoil more than that. Okay, what the hell kind of vague ass statement is that? You know what, guys, I'm gonna tell you something secret, keep it on the down low. There is an ad mana on today's daily somewhere within 1,000 parallel worlds. That's all I can give you. Liar. There's tele in 256 West Mines. I knew it! Another spoiler, the daily has at least 1 spark bolt. You don't say. I beg, it's 6:10 a.m. I want to sleep after. Okay, hold on. Let me get to this spot right over here. Let me land on top of this damn island. We're almost there. Oh shit. Come on. All right, we're on the island. Woo! Alright, let's get ready for the next shop. Noob question. When I fungal shift, is there an in-game way to know what shifted into what? Yes and no. So, whenever you shift, picture, you'll just take 2 materials, one of them gets deleted, and the other one gets duplicated. The one that there is, the one that gets duplicated, that now there's 2 versions of it, There's the original, and then there's the transformed version. That one, the new one, gets thrown a couple pixels on top of your character wherever you're at. So so let's say that it happens right now. Boom, a fungal shift happens to me, and I look in the area around me. If I mouse over something that says transformed, I know that is that new material. And there's also a message that pops up as well that says one of the affected materials. So using these two pieces of information, you can get an idea of what happened, but you're not always 100%. Sometimes you can know 100% off of just those two pieces of information, but sometimes you just know half of what happened. And you have to play more to figure it out. I'll show you a fungal shift in 1 second. We're about to see one. Let me just finish out what I was doing. He tried to apologize in a not so apologetic way, and the community was not having it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that has been like since the first day of the drama occurring. Yeah, I don't know. Was there something? Maybe there was something new I was unaware of. I don't know. There's talk of OnlyFangs 3. Perhaps he wants back in. Oh yeah, it is around this time of the year that they... Is it November or December that they do that World of Warcraft stuff? Please, no more OnlyFangs. I've watched enough World of Warcraft. It's just clip and drama farm. I mean, there was some pretty cool like World of Warcraft stuff. I remember like whenever that streamer Tyler 1 was like fighting that, I guess it was like just a mob within the fucking the raid that they were in or whatever, I don't know, Molten Core or some shit, and he was screaming the call out, and everybody's running for their lives, and all the people are dying. I mean, I don't know much about WoW, but that looked kind of entertaining. I was like, that was a cool moment. I don't even know the game, and it was cool.
Oh god, he went on the final tick.
Big heals on me! Big heals on me! You can't listen! Finish it! Don't run! Finish! Finish! Don't run! Finish! Don't finish! Oh my god!
No!
Alright, so we put that down. Okay, so now we walk over here. Mimicium flask comes to life. We spray some pheromone on it. We put down... No, don't go in there. Put down the pheromone, pick up the mimicium. Tyler 1 wakes up screaming. Are you okay? Yeah, this is how I wake up every morning. My morning routine. Yeah, it was some Leroy Jenkins shit right there. I reckon they should invite you instead of Pirate Software. I don't know if I'd be down for the grind for that. I mean, you guys know me, I'm a pretty sweaty individual. I like doing some sweaty gaming stuff, but I don't know, there'd have to be something else. I feel like WoW is just the hardcore thing is the most interesting I've ever found WoW to be. But still, it's pretty dry, right? Watching somebody else play an MMO in general is already pretty rough. I don't know, I feel like there'd have to be something really interesting that brought my attention to make me want to do a hardcore WoW grind. I can't even think of something that would even draw me in. MMOs are unwatchable for me. Yeah, I get you on that. I think most people agree with that. Even when you really like an MMO, watching somebody else play it is still pretty rough. So that says a lot about it. Because usually games that, you know, if you're not into the game, it makes sense you don't want to watch it. But if you love the game, you're okay with watching it. That makes it. But for a game that you love, but also still did not like watching it, it's the whole genre is kind of that way. There may be a couple of exceptions, but in my experience, even if you enjoy the MMO, watching it is still bleh. There we go. Mimicium. And that's not hating on MMOs. MMOs are badass. It's just, they're just not a super watchable genre. Just in their nature. MMO content is more like podcasts with video. That is true. That is true. It's like the community has to entertain themselves while some grind is going on. Watching MMOs is one of the most boring things to do. Because most MMOs, even the really, really great popular ones, they're very grindy. So already played. That's the part that people talk about, the struggle. Like, oh, I'm bored while doing the grind. Well, you're watching somebody doing, you know, doing the MMO grind. That's the, it's peak boring. CS, it was MMO. Counter-Strike? Okay, okay, when I say MMO, we're specifically referring to massive multiplayer online RPGs, MMO RPGs. You know, not just the large online, you know, games. Sometimes you like the grind. When you're the one experiencing it, have you liked watching somebody else experience the grind? That one would be pretty surprising. Okay. Now, what do? We have Mimicium. How much is it? 140 for the mana cost, so we can just slap it on whatever. The reason Counter-Strike is not an MMO is it's fun and it takes skill. Listen, you're gonna get people fighting you on that one. Because MMO players, I mean, I have a soft spot for MMOs as well. When you have that MMO that really just hits for you, it's addicting and so fun. The problem is, there's so many shit ones out there that usually not worth the time of looking for that special one. Alright, Mimicium, there we go. We're filling up our Mimicium with our Alchemic Precursor Flask with Mimicium. Everything's looking good now. Shift number 2. What is shift number 2 going to be on this? We looked it up earlier. I already lost it. Shift number 2 is going to be water, brine, and chili water into sand, or held material into sand. So we can let our water, brine, and chili water go because we have Alchemic Precursor. Now obviously the smart thing to do would just to be shifting away a different thing that we don't like. But we don't do smart things around here. Don't hold the precursor. Don't worry. I will not. Oops, some of it went into the Mimicium, I think. And then now we lost water, which is really crappy, I know. But again, I didn't want to, like... I didn't want to go out of my way to avoid this shift. It felt a little bit cheaty. I like to let whatever's going to happen for the most part. And then try to survive in the world with that stuff happening. So what we're trying to do, and what we are preparing for in this run, is we want to make a wisp that will pour out Alchemic Precursor while it's traveling around. So this blue liquid should be pouring out of a projectile while we are, while a projectile is just flying all over the place. That's the general goal. We're getting everything set up. Our next shift is... flammable gas, all that kind of shit into fungus blood, that's fine. So we have one more shift to burn, and then the fourth one is the one that we want. The fourth one is the one that we gotta hold the material that we can get hype about. So we gotta push forward. We gotta start, you know, beefing up our character. Alright, let me move some stuff around. Yeah, Bloodlust would be nice. I don't think I'm going to need that, but I want this healer to stay alive. He is my friend. Oh shit. I was slow to shoot that. Yay! Oh my goodness. After all of that, it was just chilling right there. Well, we don't need tele at home anymore because we got real tele, baby. What's the move? We don't need that. I think I got the move. Kind of. We'll have to put that there for now, because I need this. Throw that over there. And this is our tele wand now. How goofy is it? A little goofy, but way better. No doubt. That abomination was starting to feel like home. It was my comfort wand. I need my comfort wand. You guys spamming about this door cosmetic. There's no door cosmetic, Chad. Don't fall from that. Chad's baiting you over here. Oh no, wait. Where are the fish? Are they under the sand? Oh, there we go. There's a fish right there. Kick the fish. Healer tries to heal the fish. And fails at healing the fish and accidentally heals me. We are fish. Sandfish. How didn't you kill the fish? Yeah, it's because it was under the sand. I guess it didn't have the opportunity to get hit by the actual projectile, so instead it just kind of popped out of the sand. I was here. What's the fish doing? Well, he doesn't have any liquid to swim in, so he was kind of just like there. It would have been a nice touch by the devs, though, to do like a reverse suffocation, where like if the fish is out of water, it starts to suffocate. Come on, devs, where's your creativity? That would make the fish quest so difficult, though. It'd become a much harder quest, for sure. What the hell, man? Was not letting me get that chest. There's no reason to focus on this area too much. We just need to keep pushing forward. We are going to have to fight a big Steve. We got him. Please stop with the sand. Go away, sand. Alright, there we go. It was bone dust there. Let's call it sand, I mean, I guess. It was Big Steve bleeding all over the place because we were using something that causes him to bleed a lot. Yet we're still looking for the glue. Did I just pass some? We have lots of stuff we're looking for. I gotta keep in mind, ow. Oh yeah, fungal shifting time. Thank you for saying something. You guys always keeping me on track. This one, I believe, was just like a let it happen kind of thing. Yeah, there was a long distance cast we could throw on the tele if we really wanted to. We just didn't have space on our current one for it, though. There you go. Now that is shift number 3. And you see when it popped up, it said fungus blood. Essentially what you do is you look around to see, do you notice any materials that have changed around me? And if you look right there, it says fungus blood transformed. Because it chooses one of the 2 materials to tell you about. And in this case, it told us about the same material it threw on top of us. So it's not exactly the most helpful. That means we only know half of what was affected. You would have to then go exploring around the world to find out, well, what exactly got removed and replaced with fungus blood. But we already know because we did look up the shifts. We know what took place. It was the flammable gas, poisonous gas, fungal gas, toxic. So all of these gases got replaced with now where this gas should be. Instead, you'll see fungus blood. Our next one, though, this is the shift, the fun shift that we're doing today. Toxic sludge, poison, and ominous liquid. We're going to hold a material, specifically alchemic precursor right here. And this should give us some pretty goofy wands that we can run today. Some pretty blue wands. You'll see when we get there. And until then, though, we're going to try to get around quickly, gather some resources, and focus on glue-related stuff. All of the gas got replaced, not just one. So whenever they're listed like this, when you see there's 4 things, they're considered like a family. So they're grouped together. So yes, every single one of these turned into fungus blood. Every single one of these because they were a family together. You'll tend to notice that some of them will even say, see if I can find one. Right here, worm blood. So whenever you do this shift, it will tend to tell you like, oh, worm blood shifted away. But freezing liquid is in the same family as worm blood. So that's why sometimes whenever you'll see me, like I'll see the message worm blood. I'm like, oh shit, all of our freezing liquid's gone. You're thinking, how did you know that? It just said worm blood. It's like, well, I know they're always in the same family. So if the worm blood shifted, the freezing liquid shifts too. There are instances where you can get just one of the materials to shift. And that's usually whenever you see them on the right side. That is like a single material, because you can't turn into multiple materials. You can't have lava turning into both worm blood and freezing liquid. It has to choose one of them. So that's why you tend to notice the families on this side, while on the right side is a single material. It has to like choose what to turn into. What about the 4-1 on the right? Gold and divine ground. So that one actually isn't the same thing. So For example, this group here says silver, brass, and copper. These guys are a family, they're a group, and whenever they shift away, all three of these are going to shift away. When they're turning into, they'll turn into just vomit if you don't hold a material. That's it. You don't even look at all this other stuff. These three will turn into vomit. In the same way that these two will turn into weird fungus. But if you do choose to hold the material, if you do say, you know what, I don't want these things to turn into weird fungus, or I don't want these three to turn into vomit, I want to hold a material, then the game says, okay, if you do choose to hold a material, just know that if you hold gold, silver, brass, and copper will not turn into gold. It instead is considered a greed shift and will instead turn into toxic meat. So silver, brass, and copper, if you hold gold, will turn into toxic meat. Same thing, silver, brass, and copper, if you hold divine ground, instead of making divine ground, it will turn into grass. So these three will be grass. They have like their special rules just for these very specific materials, which means that whenever they listed them on this, they need to like list them off here, which makes it like harder to read the whole chart. For the most part, though, you really just need to look at these three and that one. That would be that's the only thing that would. Oh my goodness, what is it? Untold Story with the 7 honk. Woo! You may want to buy a lotto ticket, my guy. What the hell is divine ground? Divine ground's this kind of it looks like grass. It's green, but it kind of expires over into like a dirt, or I think it's dirt, really quickly. Picture it just like a unique grass, but the reason it's special is by being a unique grass, if it comes in contact with urine, which I know sounds really weird, if you get urine and divine ground come in contact with each other, they actually make a healing gas. So the devs, I guess, decided, I don't know, for lore reasons or game balance reasons, they may have thought it was too OP to make it really easy for players to make a ton of divine ground. Because if you made a ton of it where it was everywhere, then you could just spray urine everywhere and you'd be making tons of healing. Infinite heals would be all over the place. How do you hold gold with a pouch? Yeah, just the gold, not the chunks of gold. You're thinking of like the nuggets, the gold dust. Yeah, you just scoop it up with a pouch and then boom, you have it in a pouch and you can shift it. Genuine question, was there any actual reason for the devs to do this? Like, it just seems like it makes shit less fun for people who want to fungal shift stuff. There's been theories, because some people do complain. They say it's a single-player game.
See this guy right now.
I found you through Dark Viper. Yeah, see, there you go. Dark Viper was recruiting for the community as we murder the dragon. The question goes, the game can always be broken in many ways, so why these ways breaking? Okay, so my bad. I got a little distracted there. Dark Viper over here seducing me with subs. I can't help myself. I'm a streamer, easily distracted. So there's been different theories. The devs never really, I don't remember in the patch notes, I don't think they ever addressed it, saying like, because they'll make little remarks sometimes when they made their patch notes. Usually funny stuff. Usually something along the lines of like, so-and-so, I'm trying to remember, what was the, whenever they saw the perk duping mechanic that was discovered, not mechanic, the glitch, I guess, that was discovered, they then released a patch note, not removing the duping, but making it more dangerous to do it. They could have chose to remove it, but they did not. Instead, they made it a game mechanic by leaving it in the game and making something else occur whenever you dupe. So their patch note said, dupe around and find out. So they make little remarks like that, and I don't remember anything specific with the gold. Chat may remember, but like they didn't say like too OP or something too good. At least I don't remember, but it could have been for lore reasons. It could be because if you remember, whenever the run ends, the whole world turns into gold. That's something, you know, lore in Noita that you're supposed to kind of piece together because you're trying to understand what the hell the world's all about. Noita doesn't spoon feed you any information. You're having to just kind of like look at all these clues and put stuff together on your own. Well, if you can fungal shift and kind of turn the whole world to gold anyways, then maybe that would conflict with what they're trying to get you to understand through like little subtle hints with lore. That's possible. That's what people in the chat have said before. And in that case, it would make sense. But if it was because they felt like being able to fungal shift gold is too OP, it is kind of silly because if you're one of those people that's sad to find out that you cannot easily fungal shift gold, don't be that sad, because there are many things that are almost equally as effective as using, instead of doing gold, you could do molten gold. It's just liquid gold, and that does still work just like regular. You can do a regular fungal shift with liquid gold and just make millions of gold. So why did they focus on this specific instance of gold and not all the other stuff? I don't know. They never really said it much directly to us. Dark Viper, not only is he a GTA mastermind, he's an actual Noita player. He gets along with animals and is an all-around pleasant person. Okay, well, the way you said that for a moment, I thought you were saying that the Noita players are animals, and I was about to be like, this piece of shit? What the fuck? But okay, I think I got you. I think it was more of a wholesome message. He was just saying he's pro-animal. I don't think he was calling Noita streamers animals. I don't think. We are? Wait, hold up now. Hold up. You are. Maybe a little bit true. There may be some truth. Let me fix up my wands real quick. Move some stuff around. Give me one moment. Just getting set up.
What's this I hear about a super secret door cosmetic?
There's no door cosmetic. You're getting memed on. Stop getting memed on right now. They're just making shit up in chat to bait you. How do you get to nan HP? It had something to deal with doing the heart mage trick, and then you have to like close your game and reset, and when it loads back up, you have like negative HP. Is that what you're talking about? That was one that was brought up recently, but I hadn't heard too many people talking about it. But Indoor Cat says he just verified it did work. So, let's say that I was to swap this, this, and this. That works perfect. So then I can move that. I can move this out. Move this here. Good. Could actually swap this with this. We can dig. We don't need the healthy exploration. We actually have our own heal right here. So I will roll this. Oh, wait. Did I prep it and then not do it? My bad. I will grab the fire immunity, though. That part I do want. Okay. So I was prepping the fungus. We just had too many distractions. So we're going to eat the fungus. So we eat the fungus and we hold on to the alchemic precursor. There is a little bit of vomit in it. It's nothing to freak out about. All that means is that it still goes by the dominant material, which is the alchemic precursor. So there it goes. Alchemic precursor. We see some blue liquid everywhere. And we know the shift was supposed to be like poison and I forget what it was. Poison and what? Toxic sludge. There was a small grouping of stuff. Let's see. Toxic sludge, poison, and ominous liquid turned into... It was trying to turn into toxic sludge, but instead it turned into held material because we held the alchemic precursor. So now all we have to do is... Let me grab this. What? Did a worm dig here? I think so. It would probably be faster if I keep heading down, but I'll have this path here. In a bit, you'll get to see what the results of that shift. I just figured, since we're already so deep down here, let's finish out this area. Then we have to go back up to probably go to a parallel world. And whenever I go to do that, that's when we can check out the shift. Oh, shit. Well, there's a little bit of alchemic precursor. And all you gotta do is take the corpse of one of these enemies, kick it into the blue liquid. Oh my god. There you go. It got stuck. It got stuck between the two pieces. So the blue liquid, also known as alchemic precursor, when it comes in contact with one of these corpses, the meat, basically it activates the blue liquid. It turns into Draft of Midas. And this allows you to farm infinite gold, and you can just be super ballin'. Now, we could have scooped up this gold liquid and just directly fungal shifted the gold liquid if we wanted to, but we've done that so many times. So instead we went with the blue liquid first, and then we'll you know, create lots of gold liquid
Should
with
have
it.
shifted gas of Midas SMH.
That would have been a good one, Aqua. We haven't done that one as much either. It could have been worth. Could have been a good one. Oh well. Don't worry, you'll get to see a lot more of that drafted Midas stuff in a bit. Yep, exactly. Dip your meat in a blue liquid. That's what I need you to learn from that. As long as that's what you understood, I know you're on the right track. The wand's actually not bad. Probably should grab that. God damn it. Yes, there is a perk I left a while back because I'm going to use it in a bit. So gold shouldn't be much of an issue. In fact, I didn't even go to the gold room yet today, so maybe we aren't going to hear the DunkTales. Just for a moment, let me throw the bloodlust on there. Okay. Greed would be a bit silly to grab because it only applies to the gold nuggets. And this run here is all about the gold dust is everywhere. It'd be kind of silly. Not super hyped for that. We need DunkTales to cure our souls after all these Magikarps? Is that the only way? The power of DunkTales compels you. Can you snort the gold dust? I mean, you could. But I wouldn't suggest it. Suggest it. I can't even talk, damn. Suggest it.
Do it.
Suggest. My brain is lagging today. Sorry, it's been buffering all day. My brain's getting DDoSed. I don't really want any of this crap. It's a pretty disappointing amount. Okay, now we're talking. Electric immunity and explosion immunity. So the big thing here is you naturally you would want to grab the explosion immunity because it is the superior perk. But remember, the kind of run that we're doing today is going to result in our world getting just filled with this blue liquid all over the place. So what does that mean? If you're filling a world with this liquid, likely things that are electrical are going to be a lot more dangerous than they normally would be. So we have to bump up the priority of the electric immunity to try to protect us in the long run. Where are we going? We're just kind of clearing out the zone because we need to build a wisp. And oh shit! And the wisp actually needs some serious resources, and so far we have like none of those resources. But we did eat a polymage, so we got poly immunity. That's nice. Is a little something. Come on, where's the good stuff? Wait a second. What was the glue? What did glue need again? Glue ball just needs one reduce. Okay, well, noted. Because we're building the wisp, I don't know if I want to deal with the repulsion is all. The repulsion would potentially save the run if we get ourselves into a stupid position, which is probably going to happen. Alright, well, going back up. But yeah, Dio-sama, my schedule has been pretty shit lately. I've been starting streams at like 1 a.m. my time and stuff. It's been pretty crazy. The advantage is I get to watch the sunrise. Even though the sun's not up yet, it's actually still pretty dark outside. But yeah, on many occasions, I've been watching the sunrise lately. Your new schedule's a win in my book. You're one of the few that's pro the new start time. It's not really a new start time, it's just me waking up late on accident. The rest of them have been complaining. So if you're curious what spells we're looking for, we are looking for reduce lifetime. Probably also want to grab an increased lifetime in case the glue wisp doesn't work as we like it to. We are going to make a glue wisp, but it's just, there's a good chance you guys are going to be like, wow, this is the lamest wisp I've ever seen in my life. So I would like to have a backup wisp in mind. We're also going to need drilling. And we're going to need piercing. And add trigger. We need a lot of stuff. But we may end up not using glue anyways. We're going to find glue, and I'll try to make glue work. But if we're disappointed with it, we'll probably swap to, like, I think the bullet. Yeah, we're going to have to go to Parallel Worlds for sure. Because we are getting scammed. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Should buff up our HP a little bit. Missed a heart? It's fine. It's fine. Can you do a glue wisp with a milk trail? I mean, I'm sure you could, but why would you? You know what? Don't answer that question. I'm not ready to hear the answer to that one. Weebs, no. Control yourself, weebs. Control yourselves. Have some goddamn dignity. Filthy weebs. Another Uko. Also, quite a few digging bowls today. Exactly. Chat, why must you be such a pain? Who hurt you? Ooh, here it is, chat. Watch this. So, poison trail. But remember, our poison shifted into alchemic precursor. So now when I shoot it... It's time to stop. And... Okay? No more. No more. Yes, no more, weebs, no more. Now, what we do is we find something to murder. We murder him. It will activate the blue liquid. And then the blue liquid, when it comes in contact with the gold liquid, which is Draftamitis, makes more of the gold liquid. And next thing you know... There you go. You're rich! You honestly only even need like a small amount of the you see that electricity right there? You only need a small amount of the gold liquid, the Draftamitis, to make thousands and thousands of gold. So this amount right here, you could literally make millions if you want to. It's kind of a pain, but whenever I was shooting at the tank and I was submerged, you'll notice that the tank actually shot off, actually conducted, I guess, a little bit of electricity. On the right term for it. It caused an interaction that led to the electricity sparking in the liquid. It didn't hit me or anything, but that's the reason I prioritized electric immunity like I did. I do still need Breathless. Do you plan to drown the world in gold? I love the color. Yeah, I like the blue. It does look pretty sweet. I don't know if we're gonna drown the world, but at the very least we're gonna enjoy the world's, you know, goofiness for a bit. But we need to focus on the wisp. That is top priority right now. But we're heading east, actually. We're going in the opposite direction. We'll get something. I'm not too worried. First time I have to go to the overgrown anyways, because we don't have good enough digging. We don't have ambrosia. We don't have good enough digging. We are missing a lot of stuff. But we do have alchemic precursor. That's one thing. Gold room first. We are the gold room. Why would we need a gold room? Alright. Made it through there. Oh boy. Kill them! Oh shit. Okay, I'm weakened. Let's chill for a moment. Can we check real quick if Mina's corpse procs my... Mina's corpse? Did you just tell me to go die? How dare you? You should use that reduced spread whenever you have the chance, now that you are perma-drunk. Not a bad idea. That could help a little bit, I'm sure. Even though I think didn't we come to the conclusion that the drunk applies after this reduced spread? Seems like something familiar with that. Or double down with heavy spread. Just make it more inaccurate. Genius. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Keep that crap away from me. Just looking for ingredients for our wisp, that's all. Also, we're looking for glue. That's an electric stone. There's a lot of heals on today's daily. I've seen 3 or 4 wands that had heal bolts in it. Is your camera shaking or am I drunk? Oh, my bad. I may have been kind of knocking the camera, my bad. My bad? Still shaking? The camera is? Wait, which camera are we talking about? Let me move it. Let me. Camera, stay secure. Alright. I don't know why it's like maybe it must be sitting on top of something like a little bit awkwardly. Hold on. Feet cam? That's for the tier 4 supporters, you know that. That's for the true supporters out there. Alright. Camera, chill. No bouncing around. It's decently... I don't know why it's so loose today. What'd you guys do to my camera? Did you break it, chat? Who broke it? I knew it was one of you. There we go. It's a little wobbly, but it should be the usual amount of wobbly. What's up with these resources we're getting? Oh, hey, look at this. You don't see that every day. A little hut. It feels out of focus. Okay, I can't think of it. I can't tell if I messed something up or if you guys are trolling. I think it's the same as always. And clean the lens after stream if it's a little fucked. Why is Dunk muted? Huh? You can hear me. Unless you had me muted on your personal one, in which case, lol. Dude, I knew we were gonna get cursed on this run. I knew it was gonna happen. Though normally we're missing one ingredient, not all ingredients. Boomerang actually is helpful for a wisp. We need that shit. So, turning around. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Walmart without Tinker? I know, it's an abomination. But we needed a black hole or something to help us get around more. There's an add mana, but not exactly well equipped.
Why does UNC keep referencing Simpsons characters? He finally lost it.
Unk? First off, I've seen Fortnite, alright? Just because I don't play Fortnite doesn't mean I'm not aware of it. I know Fortnite's got that Simpsons shit going on right now. So if I make a Simpsons reference, if anything, that makes me up with the times. Up with the Fortnite boys. Worms. Worms. Let me think. Fortnite is so old school. Get with the times. How old is Fortnite now, actually? July 25th, 2017. Oh, that was early access. That was a different game. Fortnite Battle Royale. So the way we know it is September 26th, 2017. One day before my birthday in 2017. It is almost exactly like eight years and a couple months old. East 1 has reduced lifetime, piercing, black holes, and breathless. I call lies. Don't you dare lie to me. Oh, this has worms on it too. I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, we just head back then. We can work with the worms. Surprised I'm not seeing much in the ambrosia department. Kinda empty in that way. Alright, freedom. I accidentally clicked and swapped to that wand and almost blasted myself to death. But luckily I'm electric immune. So how to kill Toveri who is fully buffed up? You need to do drilling damage or holy damage, and you need to make sure that there is not other damage types on your wand. So for example, if you're hitting for like you have a spark trigger, right? Like something like this. Spark trigger, and I'm delivering like drilling damage. The problem is the spark trigger itself also does 3 projectile damage. Projectile damage heals the buffed up version of Toveri. So you'd have to put something, if you wanted to use this spark trigger, you would have to put something to remove the damage, the 3 damage that this is doing. So like a light shot removes damage, null shot, not null shot, null shot, piercing. There's lots of great methods. Then from there, you'd have to make sure there's no chainsaws on it, because chainsaws do slice damage, and I can't remember if, I think he just doesn't take any damage from slice. I can't remember if it heals him. Little things like that. So you need to be focused on one of 2, drill damage or holy damage. Basically, you're going to be looking at either digging bolt spells to do damage or holy lances. These are your 2 focused. That's out of here, that's out of here, that's out of here. Alright. Going back up. Nola. And then here. So what I did, in case you're curious, on this wand right here, I put a random spell thrice, and I threw some thunder charges on here. Basically what's going to happen is when I shoot off this spark trigger, it's going to shoot out a lot of thunder charges. And the boss that we're about to fight hates thunder charges. They fuck them up. Which sounds good to me. So we're just going to kind of jump into the fight and then say, hey boss, I've got something for you. Thunder charges right to the dick. Oh, we didn't actually kill him in one blow. That was a bit disappointing. It was kind of a bad shot on my part though. There we go. There we go. Then we want Tau, Moo, and we'll just take just about everything there. Yeah, don't underestimate the shot to the dick, man. Alchemists hate this one trick. Okay. These we no longer need. Redo spread. Worms. Actually, let's heal up first. Tau. Boomerang heals. That should be decent. My current travel wand on the daily is heavy shot plus 2 chainsaws. Hey, it works. It's actually not that bad of a move. I think your homemade tele wand or travel wand was better than my homemade one. Was pretty stupid. Mine was pretty ugly. Okay, what else are we looking to make here? Basically, we're having to use worms temporarily until we get black holes or black hole timer. That's fine. The issue is like momentum, because Noita is a game of momentum. The more you build up, the faster you go, the crazier you build, all that stuff. So our run is kind of not doing the greatest momentum-wise. It's more dragging along right now. Black hole would give us a huge boost because we could get to parallel world. If we go to a parallel world right now with these worms, yeah, as you can see, it's a little goofy. Like, the cursed rock would probably kill us, because we can't just be sitting there in cursed rock. And then we don't have ambrosia, because I haven't seen an ambrosia flask. We're gonna do something that I don't do very often, like ever. We're actually gonna go to the frozen vault, and we're gonna try our luck out here.
must have grown when we got there.
Just handcraft some.
What did I do to my wand? Without an add mana, it's kind of a joke, isn't it? Just handcraft some. Going back to my Factorio days. Ooh. Okay, well, there's supposed to be wands down here. That was the whole reason I went here. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go find wands in this area. And that'll be heart. Not as worried about the hearts. More focus on that damn... What the hell, man? Where are the wands? There's an acceleration. That's another one. It's not bad. Okay, okay, okay. Please don't hit that. There you go. There's a... Okay. We don't need the orb. Yeah, I feel like there's a crazy scarcity going on in this frozen ball. This is why nobody goes here. There's nothing here. There's a deadly heal. That's something, but I'm not exactly... I don't think I want to have to do like wand rebuilding and stuff just to try to get that thing to work. But I will know it's here in case I need it. Alright, well, the frozen vault was not the strat. And I probably won't return to this place ever again until I forget about how crappy it was, and then I'll return. You have a null shot? Yes, I still need something to make it hurt me though. Oh yeah, the bloodlust. I forgot it was there. Oh shit. How about this? We drop this down into the left. That was not the one, but it's not what we're looking for. Oh, a utility box. Don't see this every day. Continue to be disappointed. Wait, what? Glue? Oh, glue! You guys are the best! Thank you, chat. I'm not used to being like hyped for finding the glue spell. I'm over here looking for actual good spells, and you guys are like, the glue! Alright, let me go back and grab it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Glue! Great balls of glue. Oh, shit. I guess I got hit by the, neutralize. We've been neutralized. Give it a moment. Actually, hold on. Let me move this here. There we go. I'm gonna drop this wand right here. It's got our glue on it. Finding everything that's not that one wand now. There we go. Yay. Good call on the bloodlust, chat. I was sitting there, I was like, no, we don't have anything to set it up right now anyways. Then you reminded me. I do have the loot. Toss these. Sure, we'll hold on to the double. You never know. Toss these. And then empty out these. Game feels choppy. Mod restart. You think so? We may need to do one real quick. Let's do a quick mod restart for stability. Gotta keep the game stable. I'm looking for him, but all I see is a baddie in an orange sweater. Oh, come on. Let me just... Baldy? Wait, hold up. Hold up now. It's too late. You said baddie. That was what you said first. I know that's what you meant. Hold on, just to be clear. Just to be clear. A baddie in an orange sweater. Oberon's true intentions slipped out. He was thinking about the fox girl. Oh shit. You know what? It's gonna be really weird. This what we're about to run, but it could work. Probably gonna be stupid.
Spin.
I'm questioning this. I'm definitely questioning this build. Let it be known for the record. Don't worry, I know where the glue is. I know where I left it. For the record, I want to say that I didn't trust this build to begin with. What is happening here? So basically, we're having to shoot worms to dig because we haven't found any good black holes. But I also need that wand. I could have done it as 2 separate wands, but where's the fun in that? Honestly, I was doing it as a stacking them as one because I thought I was going to need an extra wand spot, but after I did it, I just realized we don't even need the extra wand spot. We can just edit it in the parallel worlds and we'll be happy there. So basically, anytime I need to be healed, what I do is I just keep firing my worm wand. And I have to shoot the worm wand like up and try to get hit by it. Now this is digging. I'm afraid the cursed rock's gonna kill me. What is this? Don't try this at home, kids. This is digging with worms. If you're curious how we're even able to maintain a little bit, because normally it would be kind of hard to maintain this, is because Deadly Heal does percent healing. So the more health we have, the more it heals. While like a regular healing bolt would have done a terrible job because it's flat damage. Even though you can get it to pierce you, which is pretty helpful. This is the RFK Jr. method. What? Excuse me? What is that? What? This is so stupid, my god. It worked! We made it through the cursed rock, didn't we? Don't be jealous of my worms. Hey, chat, look up here. Look up here. Stop staring at my worm. Come on now. Have some goddamn integrity. Alright, parallel worlds. Woo! Read me, it's worth it. 90% chance he's wrong. I made you a cosmetic for when you eventually get a 7 streak. Okay, that's pretty funny actually. Giga Chad Sweatling. That's cursed? That's nice! It's a Giga Chad Sweatling. I love him. That was awesome, Synthetron. That was good stuff. He said, hell yeah. Hell yeah. When will it be in the shop? I have to wait and see. That was a good cosmetic, though. That was some good stuff. Remember to not take the portals. If you take the portal, it's going to take you back to the main world. And you're going to be quite sad. What I will do is I will take that bloodlust and I'll say hi to Big Steve. Hello, Big Steve. Then we take off the boomerang. Do that for now, sure. Perks. I don't think I need any of these perks, so we can just roll them. We'll go with the extra perk. I'll take it. Oh, baby. First mountain. Chat was not joking. Yeah, baby. Actually, let me get rid of the charges. Get out of here. Attach the black hole. Now we can just... Yay! We gotta find a better wand for that thing. In fact, we could... Nah, it's fine. Just leave it as is. It hasn't always cast on. That's why it's kind of weird. Why are charges so scary? They're not necessarily scary. Let me show you. It's more just annoying. So let's say that I have... where's a good way to just show this? Probably a pretty good way to show it, right? I need a larger multicast. Whoop. Okay, so I'm spamming black holes, right? Pretty good setup. You could be using this to be like, yay, I'm digging all over the place. I'm doing really good digging. But watch what happens. Oh, that's actually a bad one to show because it can't use the charges anyways. All right, same exact build, but we do it here. All right, kind of a goofy one, but there you go. So the point is we can spam black holes, yeah? Watch what happens whenever I try to do this, the same exact black hole spamming, but instead I do it with a refresh first. So I restored the charges. Now let's go spam it. Oh, actually, it's actually spamming a little bit. Okay, now look. Black holes are not casting at all. There's this weird thing in Noita where whenever a wand or whenever a spell first runs out of charges, it almost needs you to either swap away from the wand, because I'm casting, swap away from the wand and swap back, and then it does work properly. It's like it runs out of charges and the wand says, oh, you can't cast that spell anymore, so it doesn't let you do shit with it. But whenever you swap away and swap back, the Greek letter says, oh, like I should copy it. It's like almost like a bug, I guess, or something there is not communicating correctly. So you either have to open your menu or swap away and swap back. Obviously, it's very minor, nothing that's a big deal, but you can find yourself sometimes in situations where you're digging because you're running from an enemy or whatever, and you forgot that in the previous mountain you had accidentally grabbed a refresh. So you're running from this enemy, all of a sudden it just will stop working. Your black holes will stop firing off, and you know, when you're panicking, that's kind of a scary moment to be like, why isn't it working? So I've seen situations not just with me, or with other people. Oh, it's cool looking, isn't it? With other people, I've seen it where they kind of panic because they don't realize, just swap away and swap back for a moment, reset your wand, and it will start working as you would want it to. It's game design. Could be intentional. Why almost like a bug? It's just a bug. Well, I feel like I don't know exactly what qualifies as a bug when it comes to Noita, because sometimes it's like, well, if you look at the code, that's working exactly as the devs intended it, and maybe it's that way for a very specific reason. Like, is this an intended result or is this an unintended result? I don't know, because it could be like, well, yeah, they had to make it that way because otherwise the Greek letters wouldn't do some aspect of copying it properly. I don't know. To me, it's just always seemed pretty jank. But they've never really addressed it. But it's been in the game for, I don't know, 5 years. If it kills you, it's a bug. If you win with it, it's a feature. Exactly there. Well said. Well said. Bug is anything other than expected behavior. See, that's the thing though, because the devs may be like, yeah, that is expected. Like, this is what they would expect from it. That could be. For me, I feel like it should not be expected. Or you go through a treasure chest and it drops a refresh. Yes. Let me give you a better example, because...
How far are we into this run? I'd like you to complete it sooner rather than later so we get some TI or a power hour even.
Okay,
Without
I'll try to...
Usual.
We haven't...
I am tired,
we're
chat.
stuck.
I am hungry, chat.
We haven't got the resources yet. Are you preemptively complaining, Bayhu? A better example is, it's not uncommon for people to make a tele wand that also shoots off heals as they're teleing, right? So they're traveling along, and every time they teleport, they're also healing themselves. Well, imagine if you have a Greek letter setup, and instead of shooting black holes, this was shooting off a circle of vigor. So every time I was jumping, I was moving along, it was also healing me. Well, if you accidentally grab a refresh, and you're not paying attention, you're traveling through lava and stuff because you're like, I got infinite heals anyways. But you don't realize that this funky charge thing has taken place and your heals stop shooting off, and yet you're still moving through lava and your health bar will just tank, not realizing you need to hurry and swap away from the wand for a moment or open the menu or whatever to get your heals to continue doing what you're expecting them to do. I don't know. I just thought maybe it's some useful information for somebody out there. Maybe curious. Alright, focus up. There we go. We needed Breathless pretty badly. Now we don't have to worry about drowning. Oh, there's a heart over there. Who needs it? Not super interested in any of this. Actually, we're broke. We have all this money and I haven't been collecting it, I guess. God damn it. I don't think there's anything I really need there. What else we got here? Don't need anything there. What about over here? Extra item in the shops. That should be to our advantage, I think. Come on, game. We're trying to build a wisp. Be nice to us. Don't be mean. I don't think we're gonna need any of these now because I have the deadly heal set up. I think that's more than enough. I want to thank you for advocating for healthy exploration is good for new players. It has genuinely been a lifesaver for many runs. Hell yeah, Bayhew. It's tricky to say for new players just because as a new guy, I feel like the 60 HP comes and goes so quickly, but when you just know a little bit, just a bit of a foundation of the zones in Noita, that's when you start to really pop off with healthy exploration. You start to get some value. You know what? We may need this damage field for the wisp. What happens if you do a greed shift and change gold to some other material now? Like we tried, you want to make. Basically, you guys are just talking about shifting gold into whatever, right? You don't. The greed shift is where you're trying to shift. You can just shift the gold dust directly, if that makes sense. Like you could just say, oh, gold dust, and turn gold dust into, I don't know, sand. It doesn't even have to be a greed shift. It could just be a fungal shift. And if you do that, what will happen is it will, like, this will be making whatever that is. Like, so if gold dust became sand, then yes, this would be making sand. The issue is it wouldn't look that cool because whenever you're making whatever the new material is that it became, the new material doesn't get picked up necessarily by the player. So you would have a hard time, like you can't just run back and forth and have it turn all of it into that new thing. Does that make sense? Like, so I'm picking up the gold. When I pick up the gold, this allows the gold liquid to touch the solid ground underneath it, allowing it to make more gold. But if it was something else that can't be picked up like that, then the result could be better or worse. It could be worse in the sense that if it doesn't pick up and my character doesn't have dissolved powders, then it's just blocking it from converting it over. And then actually, hold on, let me think on that for a second, because it tries to convert solid materials, but if the solid material itself, no, but it doesn't do it to powders. I don't. Well, actually, wait, no, it does do it to powders. You may create like an infinite loop kind of scenario. Now, if it's a liquid, now that's a good point. If this is making a liquid and the liquid goes above it, then yeah, you may have a scenario where it just kind of eats through the world. That could be kind of sick. Does anybody know the Alchemic Precursor's density? Time to bust out the bartender tool? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything less dense than it, though. That could be the problem. That could be the issue. The devs may have thought of that. They may have been like, oh shit, that will eat through the entire world. It's pretty low. It floats on water. Oh, wait. Looks like acid. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be about the Alchemic Precursor though. It would be about the Draft of Midas, not the Precursor. Yeah, it looks like Draftomitis definitely goes below it. So, gold dust to acid would result in one hell of a shift. That could be pretty entertaining. I don't know. In theory, it seems like it would be a hell of a shift. I guess we don't know it until we try it, because sometimes the interaction doesn't play out how you would think it would. You're just like, oh, that's disappointing. It just seems like that one would go kind of crazy. Oh yeah, you could turn it into a gas. That's true too. That way you know for sure it's going to go above it. You could do it into like... Oh, there's a reduced lifetime. That's 2 reduced lifetimes. That's really big for us. Like gas of Midas. I'll take the extra life. Thank you. Reduce. We need to get rid of something. How about we put that there. And I'll get rid of infestation. We grab this. Okay, so that means that we have enough to make a wisp, but it won't be a full-on wisp. It'll just be a really lame one right now. Yeah, we need drilling shot and we need piercing, but those we could look around in Walmart maybe. Walmart area will probably have something for us. Does taking extra items in the shop, in-shop perk, change the reroll of future? Yes. Apparently, the whenever you add a perk, it shifts the deck. Is what they always call it. Think of it like a deck of cards, and each holy mountain is like draw your next 3. And whenever you add perks, it'll be like draw your next 4, I guess, in the upcoming shops and stuff. But yeah, it does throw things off. As for the spell/wands, I don't know that one so well. I think actually no, I don't know for sure. I was gonna say I think it's just the usual, and then it adds on. But as I'm saying that, I'm like, well, I haven't really confirmed that. Speedrunners would know that one pretty well, I'd imagine, because they probably, you know, for seeded stuff need to know. It changes for the spells. Oh, so the whole shop will shift? It doesn't just add on like some bonus ones? That's kind of spicy. Ooh, Matter Eater, we can't do that one. Wisps do not like Matter Eater. It forces the lifetime to be a very specific thing, which then messes up all the stuff. Cloud said at some point today, if we see the dice, make sure we throw it. There you go, Cloud, making you proud. Okay, apparently I just killed a mushroom with that. There you go. There you go. Beautiful, I know. I think the wands and spells are based on their own spawn pixel. I'm not sure what the Holy Mountain... Oh, that's a very good point. And if you were to grab an extra wand, it would shift the positioning, which would then result in different drops, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Looking for piercing and drilling. There it is. Drilling. Alright, let's go ahead and goof around with the current form of the wisp. It's not going to be great, but it should work. We need the piercing, but we also need an add trigger and stuff, which we know where to get the add trigger. That part's not too complicated. Why are there so many wands in Walmart? I mean, who's building all these wands? The mushrooms? They can't even pick it up. That's what makes the area so good. It's just like, you know, there's so many creatures in there, none of them can hold wands. It's kind of out of place. I think it was a little bit of an oversight by the devs. There's a small chance you get the potion throwers, and those guys can hold wands. But besides them, like, you would think that they would make it where mages are spawning in there like crazy, but they don't. Oh shit, I just tore this bag. No! My chocolates! Little zip thing at the top tore. Dunk rip sack live on stream. No, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the top part just... I don't want to tear a hole in the bag because then they're going to get all stale. What the hell, man? It's open, but it's not open. Oh well. Too much power. What can I say? I've been working out. The bag just didn't stand a chance. Alright, we gotta take the portal. Portal's gonna take us back to the main world. So now we're back home. Alright, and then now we just go pick up the glue. Come on, glue, where are you? I have it, I left it on the surface. You taking extra item in the Holy Mountain perk resulted in the wands getting re-rolled and thus did not get piercing when it was there. That's a lie. Don't lie to me. Don't you dare lie to me. You disgust me. So we have the glue. And here is how this is going to work. So glue, whenever glue has a single, just one reduced lifetime, it can now be eligible to be a wisp. So whenever I shoot it, it will die immediately, but there is a like 2.5% or some shit. It was on the wiki. I'll pull it up in a little bit. A very low percent chance that it will make a wisp. A wisp means that it doesn't ever expire naturally. Like it doesn't ever run out of lifetime. So what I'm going to do before I go spamming this too much is I'm also going to put a boomerang on this. So we have one reduced lifetime, one boomerang. Actually, let's go ahead and throw 2 boomerangs. This will make it so that whenever we do fire it off, if it does have an infinite lifetime, it won't just go flying away forever. Instead, it will kind of hang around us. Yeah? It won't soar off in the distance. And one more thing is that glue, when it hits a wall, I believe it should... I mean, I don't really mess around with the glue that much. But a spark trigger, for example, when it hits a wall, it dies. I'm pretty sure the same applies to the glue. Hits a wall, it dies. So we're going to go ahead and put drilling on here as well. So we have drilling, double boomerang, and 1 reduce. And we have like a 2% chance that it will make a wisp. We'll know it made a wisp because it'll pop up a message on the screen that says the gods... Wait. The gods are... I don't know why. There's gods are afraid. The gods are... Damn it. No, not coming. The gods are coming. The gods are impressed. Thank you. I kept wanting to say intrigued. The gods are intrigued. It's like, no, that's not right. They're not intrigued. They're impressed. It's a 2.44% chance. Okay, so every time we shoot it, thank you, Elbow. 2.4% chance it'll make a wisp. Meaning, give me a moment. We can build a faster firing wand. I just figured it wouldn't take this long to get our hands on it. Riveting gameplay. I know, right? Chat's just watching me play with my wand. The content you came here for. Don't lie to me. The gods are not impressed. What if it popped up and said the gods are aroused? We're like, what did that just say? Oh shit. Alright, let's focus on speeding up this build a bit. It's because this damn Castellet is brutal as well. I mean, not Castellet, I mean recharge is brutal, sorry. Because we're removing the Castellet, but the recharge is so damn high that we... Oh! Wait a second. The gods are impressed, but it blew up immediately. Oh, drilling may not make it possible to... Let me take this off. These are drilling. Why did that one not drill? I tune in and Dunk is cooming on the ceiling. We're testing stuff out, damn it. You need piercing? Piercing should only be though with the like entities and stuff. It shouldn't be with the wall. Oh. Oh, wait. Maybe it is working. Maybe the other pieces of glue are the problem. Maybe it hits the other glue chunks, because you remember that you can destroy the glue pieces, you know? Shoot them in empty space. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to, but the problem is the moment it starts to orbit around me, it's hard to... It's hard to keep them alive. Oh yeah, watch this. Oh wait, I already took off... Wait, no, there we go. Always like the visuals on the gas of Midas. You're curious, basically alchemic precursor, when it comes in contact with lava, it makes a gas that works kind of similar, well, not kind of, very similar to Draftamitis. So Draftamitis is the gold liquid, comes in contact with a solid, it turns it into gold. Well, the gas, same thing. It's a gas that flies up in the air, runs into a solid, turns it into gold. Oh. There we go. So it's when it hits the other glue particles, that's what's killing it. So that's why maybe the piercing is really important. Also means if we attached... So, hold on, let me see if I shoot out glue now, what happens. Yeah, see? When it runs into the other glue particles, that's what's killing it. But, just for the sake of our challenge, so that we can be like, we did it! And we still will do more with it, don't worry, but I just want to make sure I've done it at least once. Oh! There we go. Created a wisp, a glue wisp that will infinitely generate alchemic precursor. And then we travel with it on over to where enemies are probably hanging out, maybe. Let's see. Can't really hit any enemies because then it will die. I wanted to see if I could get a little bit... Oh, there we go. Wait. Ah, the glue must have ran into an entity, like a solid entity, because it died off. I think it hit the hand statue. Interesting, though. Good to know. Good to know. All right, we go back to looking for piercing, and what else do we want? Why glue, though? Because chat really wanted glue. They were dead set on using the glue. Double boomerang, drilling, poison, you got damage field. We could even throw the area teleport on there. I wonder if that could be entertaining. And homing. We definitely need an add trigger. That's a must-have. Can we have DunkTales right now, please? Alright, give me 1 second. I'll get a quick chunk of gold for us. Move that there. So I'm gonna leave this wand. Where is reduce? If I do that, how does this? That's good. Alright, I'm gonna place this wand here. We'll have to remember where I left it. Chat, I'm gonna need your brain on that one. Teddy's doing good. Teddy's doing real good. He's living a happy little cat life so far. Not Diddy, Teddy. He's Teddy, damn it. Stop dead naming Teddy. Shut the hell up. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You had it reversed. Because he was born with the name Diddy, but he's converted, he's rebranded into Teddy. The main thing, you guys are dead naming him. How dare you? Alright, let's cue it up, get the music in here. Bring out the DunkTales. This is the one. Holy shit, that was loud.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is
Transition, thank you, dude. There you go. There's your little taste, your flavor of DunkTales. Dunk, would you take immortality so you can play Noita forever? Well, no, because then I'll be sad as you guys slowly die off. Well, I guess it's going to happen anyway, since I'm like the young one, you know? So naturally, I should be the last one standing, as long as there's no, you know, something intervenes. So I already have to be the last one standing. As I watch each one of you, slowly the community reduces. Okay, boomer? Aren't you like 56? Oh, shut the hell up. Hey, I'm the youth in this community, damn it. I am bringing the average age down. Keeping it young. Who's with me, my fellow Rizzlers? Can we get some 6-7s in the chat? Come on now. Copium. What? 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 Bro is aura farming? Dice of cringe. Shut the fuck up. What? Come on. For a moment you were thinking, holy shit, this dude's pretty young. You know, for a moment you were buying into it. You sound like a groomer when trying to sound like a zoomer? Oh god. Hold up now. Hold up. Listen, I gotta shut those allegations down quick. When it comes to the streamer world, there's already enough of those. They don't need another +1. Hold on, what were we doing? We're dancing. We're dancing. Oh, piercing. We need piercing. And I guess we just start zooming around until we find it, yeah? Oh my god, our path earlier with the worms is a joke. Did I just travel through the cursed rocks so fast? It just like barely even hurt us. The groomer streamer market is oversaturated. Gotta find a new niche. Oh my god. It's upsetting how true this is. They're everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go into a very different path that most content creators, you know, don't take. I'm gonna go with the cryptocurrency scam. Figure I'll be the only one doing it. So that means that I will make millions. What do you guys think? Good game plan? Good business strategy? What's cryptocurrency? Yes.
That is the saddest attempt at hello fellow kids meme I've had to witness. This is, indeed, a terrible time to have eyes and ears.
What?
Also a sign that daily we stray further away from God's light.
I know you so well, Tandag. I know you were sitting there, you stood up and you started screaming, saying 6-7, and you were popping off, but then you realized that you took the bait. That you thought for a moment that I was a fellow young lad. I thought you were doing an NFT scam already. They're not NFTs! How dare you try to devalue the cosmetics. These amazing cosmetics. Chat, I just wanted to let you know, you're the 6 to my 7. I said it. I said it. I just had to tell you that. Since a lot of you are getting older, you know, so it could be my last chance to ever tell you that. Stop. What? What? Why? Why? Please stop. What? I was like, it's like a moment of vulnerability. I was just opening my heart to you guys. That's how you respond? Keep that shit closed. Wait. You keep that shit to yourself. Still no piercing. There's no guarantees that piercing is going to solve all of our problems either, and that makes me a bit afraid. There's a chance that the glue still is just garbage after we find piercing. In your tutorial videos, you suggest that don't be afraid to piss off the gods. Steve is pretty easy to kill, but how would you teach new players to deal with Scout? Just pray that you're strong enough by then. Ambrosia is usually my go-to. Like, Ambrosia is the one that I'm like, hey, if you approach the early game pretty slow, Ambrosia is really common. This is a rare seed that this is probably one of the rarest I've ever seen Ambrosia be in like all of my Noita days. It's not often that you struggle to find it this extreme. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't always pop up like first zone, but if you play slow like I do, it doesn't take long and you find it. But today, it is an Ambrosia-free day. Was that intentional, going back to the main world? I didn't go back to the main world. Wait, am I in the main world? You fucking with me right now? No, we're in the east. You drunk? We took the portals, but we took the Leviathan portals. You gotta remember, Leviathan portals don't actually connect to the main world. Leviathan portals allow you to remain in a parallel world. They're cool like that. Didn't know that? Yeah, I didn't know that for the longest time either. Like in the early days, I had those Leviathan portals there for like, I swear, like 6 months plus. Well, they weren't there in the very, very, very early days. You know, they added it in later. But when they added it, you know, we were so used to our routine when going to parallel worlds that I just assumed it's a portal like any other portal. Don't use it because it will take you back to the main world. And then like 6 months plus after it has been added, somebody in the chat brought it up and I was like, wait a second. I could have been taking the portals this whole goddamn time. It may have been longer. It may have been like a year. It's just because you just naturally assume. It just makes sense to avoid those portals. But nope. They went ahead and they set up those portals to work properly in the parallel worlds. They talked about it before. When it comes to the portals in the main world, the original, you know, like where you take a portal, takes you back to the main world, that originally was looked at as a oversight, a bug, whatever the hell you want to call it. But when they noticed how players started to have to learn how to get around that issue and how to dig around the portals, find their own way into the Holy Mountain, they said that they liked it. They liked that it was like a kind of a challenge. So they said, oh, we want to leave that in. We like players having to be afraid of the portals. I guess when it came to the Leviathan portals, they said, you know what? Because since they were added later, they had already made the decision to leave portals working the way they do. But Leviathan portals, they programmed in whatever was that extra step to make it work properly. Or they are just lazy. Well, no, it was well, I think it was Himpuli that talked about that bug. The portals said that it may have been one of the other devs in like a interview or something. I just can remember listening to them talk about it, and they said that they, you know, when they first saw it, they're like, oh, that's a mistake. But then they saw how players quickly were adapting to it and thought they kind of like it being that way, like it working that way, and decided to intentionally leave it in. That's what they said in the interview or whatever. Himpuli every once in a while will give little Noita stories, so I can't remember if that was one of the Noita stories from him. It could have been. Over the years, hard to keep track of where I get all the stuff, but that one was the official Noita devs talking about it. I remember that. Having to it be useful to get back to the main world means I'm not scared of traveling too far. Yeah, that is one of the cool things. It does have an advantage. Being able to just at any time return to the main world is nice, because having to walk all the way back would have been kind of brutal. Oh, by the way, transition, my bad. We were singing some DunkTales stuff earlier, and I got distracted with your comment. You said updated 100% run win. I will maybe revisit the 100% run if there's some new tech discovered. It's just the problem with the 100% run right now is that the devs have pretty much patched the game in such a way that the 100% run became like 3 times as long. It already was an insanely long run, but being 3 times longer, it's extreme, you know. Whatever you do, don't check the eye room in the main world. Wait, Celior, wait, hold on. You're saying there's a piercing too, Celior? Wait, this is actually, are you guys being for real? Or is this just bait? You're like, congratulations, he fell for your bait, but not mine. Let's see. Let's see. You're the master of knowing which bait to take. Oh my god, it's even better. I'll be like, no, how would something be better than piercing? It is actually better. Summon Taikasauva. And there's a white hole. Oh my god, this pisses me off so much. There's even a divide by 3 just as a nice little fuck you on top of that. What the fuck? This actually pisses me off. You stupid. I didn't know it was over here. Everything else was going so shit. And what we're about to do while we're chilling is we are about to do a little bit of Summon Taikasauva farming. If you don't know what Summon Taikasauva is, it's the, well, for all the Finnish people out there, they cringe every time I say it because apparently I butchered the name. Forgive me. But this is an ability to summon in wands. And using these wands, you can farm all kinds of spells. So if you're seeing which kind of spells you want... Boom! Summon Taikasauva, which if you want to say it properly, this is exactly how you say it.
Taikasauva.
Which is exactly how I say it, right? Who's with me on this one? Scroll down. Alright, what we're looking at is... piercing, right there.
Is there a video of the fox girl twerking?
Dear God. You guys pronounce it so wrong, it's so fucking easy to pronounce, right? Taikasauva. Nailed it. Alright, so we want this piercing. Right? We need this. So what we're going to do is we are going to... And the reason there's these lists of spells is because not every spell is on the list. Summon Taikasauva doesn't give you access to every spell in Noita, but it does give you a huge list, right? It's a pretty good amount. So that's why we are going to set this up on this wand, put this garbage spell, throw it on the ground, grab this... and then swap. Alright, swap. We're looking for piercing. You know how much time this damn thing could have saved us? Son of a bitch. We could farm the glue. We could farm everything off this. Except for the reduce. We couldn't have farmed that, but still. We are looking for piercing. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't even have to stick in the mountain, do we? Because we have edit. Oh, found it. This is the reason I'm not moving very much, but I spam it really quickly. As long as we see it one time, then as long as I don't move my character, I can make the piercing return. There it is. In fact, I'll even grab a second one. Just in case we need 2 of them. Alright.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Aha, we found it.
In sweat.
And we can just do this. Piercing goes here. Wonder if I should be concerned about this at all. Wait, what is fucking me up so bad? Is it the piercing? Hold on, get off that statue. Hey, leave the statue alone. It makes a sound like it's like I'm poisoned. Okay, actually, hold on. I'm a little nervous about that thing. Look, it's still hurting me. That's the invisible poison stain from the poison trail. Oh shit, Durium is a genius. That makes sense. So it's because we have a poison trail that we're using to get it to pour off all the alchemic precursor. The question is, if you were to put a null shot onto... No, that can't because it will mess with the lifetime. I totally forgot about that being a thing. having to worry about. Luckily, Durium is here to solve that riddle. You have a fix? Use freeze. Precursor doesn't freeze. Okay. Use biomes overlay is... Wait. Use freeze. Are you just trying to kill off my character? Because then I'll get frozen. Are you actually memeing right now? Does this boy just do a readme for, like, troll? Almost got him? Oh, bullshit. I didn't even think about the method that we were using being, like, an issue. The wisp. Oh my gosh, come on, glue. Alright, for a moment, let's just swap out for our sanity. Is that gonna kill you? Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe.
Oh shit. Ooh, it is kind of spicy. So basically, if my own wisp hits me, it will poison me. Because we're using Poison Trail. So I can just run from it. Anytime it catches up to me, it hurts me. Woo! A way to make it safe, what we could do... First, we'd have to kill off our wisp. Which I don't have a setup for that either. Which is not the smartest thing. But... Poison can't kill. Yeah, I'll take us low, I guess. It shouldn't be lethal to us. But... What we do... is we take our Poison Trail... and we attach it to the inside the payload rather than being on the outside. But then you also need a projectile that lives for more than like a fraction of a second. Otherwise you're not going to get like anything off of it. You know it could be kind of crazy. Nah, I was going to say worms in it. It's probably too crazy. Let's go with Concentrated Light. That could end up being entertaining. And now we try it out.
Nope.
If I go get the add trigger, it will help us cast this much faster. Because the thing is, all of these, like this one, 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 they can all be made free. Because currently they are expensive. Or I can just throw on them more add manas trying to balance it out, I guess. Would Stainless protect from it? That's a good question. I wonder if it repels it fast enough. There we go. So what I've done is I've taken this Poison Trail and I put it somewhere that the piercing couldn't reach it. Like piercing is not attached to these. It's only attached to this one. But now the Poison Trail is safe for me to goof around with. And I attach it to a Concentrated Light. That way we get lots of the liquid. How do those become free from one add trigger? So you take an add trigger and you apply it to a projectile, and that projectile now has so for example, if you had a regular spark bolt and you put an add trigger on the spark bolt, it becomes a spark bolt trigger, right? It's the new projectile. Any modifiers between the add trigger and the projectile, sorry, it's kind of loud. Any modifiers between the add trigger and the projectile it's adding to, those modifiers all become free. They all cost 0 mana. It's just the nature of how an add trigger works. Any modifiers after it are 0 mana. It doesn't matter. You could have 3,000 mana worth of modifiers, but if your add trigger is to the next to it, then they will all become free. There's some struggle on this one. It's wanting to home towards this dude, but also I have double boomerang, so it's trying to pull back to me.
This seems like a potential run idea. Create a wisp that can hurt and kill you. Then play tag with it and see if it kills you first, or you can kill Kolmi first. Parameters like your health, wand setup, and wisp damage are to be defined.
Inversely, this means the add mana would also provide 0 mana. Exactly. So the solution to that one is just put it on the outside of the add trigger. And we can quickly check that out, I guess. Actually, wait. What does the Deadly Heal Wisp need for it again? Oh, deadly. We could just make a deadly heal wisp to go along with the wisp that we currently have. That could be kind of nice. Though it will be kind of scary. Oh, double piercing on it. Not scary. I like it. Okay. Let's do that. It looks like this looks kind of cool, right?
Do it.
Huh. Oh, oops, the portal disappeared while I was staring at it. My bad, my bad. So here's going to be my goal to finish out this run. I want to make one wisp infinitely healing me so that I can even swim in lava. It doesn't matter what I do. Then I'll make a second wisp being the damage wisp. And then that'll be kind of how I fight the boss. I mean, the boss is going to be kind of weird. He has shields and everything, so he's going to delete most wisps that will try to mess with him. Alright. Boomerang. Take off the damage field. Take off... Oh, actually, drilling stays. That way, if it hits a wall, be fine. 1 piercing. 2 piercings. Deadly heal. But... Deadly heal is 0 charges, so we need something that can copy. So like that. That should be good enough. Did the very first shot make a wisp? Wow, that's oh, wait, is it 100%? For some reason I thought it was another one of those that's a low percent. Where are you, deadly heal? Yeah, it says 6%. Yeah, it was a 6.6%. We just got it on the first shot. That's kind of funny. Alright, so we made a wisp that lives forever. Good, good. Then we will make another wisp. Oh yeah, you will hear a lot of blub, blub, blub. But you know, who doesn't love that sound? It's chat's favorite. They tell me all the time how much they like it. Let me see, if I use this, will I... Okay, yeah, we're still good. So here, there's lava here, but since I have the wisp... So remember, a wisp basically just means it's a projectile that never dies. And you can apply this effect to many different projectiles. Most projectiles in the game can be made into a wisp. So in this case, I've made my deadly heal into an infinite lifetime projectile that sits on top of the player. If I move really quickly... Sometimes it kind of struggles to keep up with me, but if I stop, then it catches up with me and it will start healing again. So make sure when you create a wisp, you know, if you want it to stick closer to you, you just get more boomerangs. The more boomerangs, the more it sticks on top of your character, and there's less opportunity for that you can see that kind of funkiness to happen there where it looked like it was going to let me die. Glue. We could bring the glue back. Give me 1 second before we bring that glue back. Let me... So the reason I was going down here real quick... While you guys are listening to the spam of the deadly heal, I wanted to grab an add trigger or add timer or some crap. Well, add trigger actually would be the best scenario for us. There's an add trigger right there. So if we did add trigger onto... So... How do I... But now it's no longer a double trigger. In this case, if it's an add trigger on this, it just becomes a single trigger. But whenever I fire it, look at my mana cost. Look at this. You see that? It's a huge... You can see it jump down pretty big, right? Like oh, actually, hold on, let me fix this. It's going to do it anyways. Maybe just a double, I think, would be the call. Yep, that should be it. So, huge mana cost. Watch when I move this add trigger past all these modifiers. And now, whenever I fire it, you see that? I'm shooting it right now. But you'll notice my mana isn't moving at all. That's because the add trigger is overriding the mana cost of 10 mana, 10 mana, 10 mana, 160 mana, 140 mana, 60 mana, 30 mana, 70 mana. Add those all together, and they all become 0. I mean, you don't need to add them all together. That's what it would have cost, but instead it's costing 0. Let me see if I can bring the glue onto this. Oh, there we go. Now it is a proper glue wisp like you guys had originally wanted for No Nut November. You disgusting heathens. But yes, the glue ball itself is now the wisp, and we made it an add trigger glue ball and put the poison concentrated light inside of it. There we go. Now I wonder if I can keep it. Hold up. I can't see anything. No!
Rosalina _ Dad told me that according to Chatterino I have 67 gifted subs in total. So I will gift 2 more for the 69, which is nice. And after that I will really put this stream on the background and focus on PWNINGs and shitters on Overwatch 2.
Wait, did I hear Overwatch?
Right now, he is drenched in
Did I just hear Overwatch? What year is this? Poning some shitters on Overwatch 2. Bayhu, thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate the 69 gifted subs. Nice. Nice. Well done. Thank you, thank you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the boss to do... Fuck it, we just run into him now. The glue's beating his ass. Kill him! For the love of God, kill him! No! He killed my wisp! I have to make a new one. Wait, what's he dying to? What's he dying to? Was it the poison effect afterwards still on him? I guess? That was a long time afterwards, but... Nice. Don't worry, we will kill him with glue. In honor of No Nut November, I'll make you proud, Chad. 2.5% chance. Yes! And we clutched it. Can literally just shoot him probably from far out. Here we go. There we go. Glue wisp the shit out of them. Reddit, we did it! Woo! We just glued all over Kolmi and he loved it. You could tell he loved it. Don't make it weird, chat. It's a glue spell. What the hell are you guys talking about? Don't be weird, chat. Don't be weird. Chase glue until he Kolmi.
You guys can see this guy right now. He is drenched.
Damn it! I wanted to create one more in this room just to see what the ending whenever it like goes into effect. I want to see how it looks. I think it could be kind of cool looking. There we go. There we go. So we shoot the. No, go up. Okay, I wasn't fast enough to make that look cool. Wait, what? Get over here, projectile. Come on. It looks cool, right? Kind of cool. And yes, you can have multiple if you really want to. You can have, like, as many of the glue wisps going at the same time. I just keep doing one at a time just so that I can... Because they're kind of a pain to get set up and... But yeah, you could have 5 of them, like, orbiting you like a goddamn solar system or some shit. All popping off, doing their own thing. You could put different payloads with each wisp, and they would each be doing their own unique attack as they hit stuff. Are you sure the glue balls won't collide? Well, we can try real fast. I'm pretty sure they do collide, but because they have piercing, I think that they're okay. I'm like, is the other wisp killing it off before it can really get going? It's possible. Oh, nope. It was just unlucky for a bit there. But eventually they look like they perfectly overlap, so they go back to visually looking like they're one, but they are two. Even though they are two, they can be kind of tricky. That's 2 balls right there. 2 glue balls. Explain this. First, let me GG it up as I jump into the dark sun. There's our golden, what do we call it? The golden glue run? Golden Glue Wisp run. No, the Golden Wisp run, I think is what we called it. Pretty gold to me. Looks pretty gold to me. GG. Win number 2,581. Mark it down. We are climbing up the mountain towards 2,600 wins. We are 18 wins away.
You had.
All right, hold on. Let me move this here. Let's check the streaks. What do we got? And then I'll check with Tito's raid recommendation. Oh my goodness. Look at this group. Now that is a group of believers. To all the doubters out there that have fallen for the bait, the propaganda that the doubters are always pushing, saying that, oh, everybody hears doubters, everybody bets no, then explain this list, tiny brains. Explain this Giga Chad group of yes streakers. All right, let's see. Let's see. The glue brought all the believers to the yard, apparently. We have Gurr. Yes, Gurr's hitting the golden yes sign, along with Flying Gourmand. Congratulations on the golden yes sign. If you guys don't know what a golden yes is, that means you have to get 7 yes predictions in a row correct without messing up a single time. And from that day forward, members who earn the golden yes sign are part of a important top priority group in the community. They're called the Golden Yes Club. And you'll learn more about them in the future. Don't worry. Just know it's an important... It's not that exclusive. I would say exclusive, but that... I mean, it's a large group. It's exclusive as in you have to meet the criteria to get in, but it's very easy to get in. You just believe. All you got to do is type exclamation mark yes. Like Echo Zero did.
Do easy challenges so people vote yes.
No. Okay, in case you're curious, yes, maybe we did a daily run yesterday too, but we also did a nightmare run yesterday. Nightmare? Easy? I don't think so. Echo Zero, congratulations on your golden yes sign. You too there, Leon Diggum. Nailed it, Leon. Much love to you. Thank you for being a believer. Matiro with the golden yes sign as well. Asatro with Ostro 7 with the golden yes sign. That was a healthy amount of golden yes signs handed out right there. Then we got our 7 streakers. These are 7 predictions in a row. Nightmare is a baby run. Solar, I'm about to be messaging you, all right? We're about to be writing some serious code. So you don't want me hopping into that Discord call angry. Then I'll be breaking everything, and you'll have to be fixing all the code. I'm about to punch you. Oh shit. He's getting angry. Never mind. Solars, this is a prank. JM037 with a 7 streak. Ian with a 7 streak. Maris as well. Dalpezzo. Quake. Cookie Eats Brownie. CM Burn. Def Not Blaze. Oh yeah, people like Cookie and stuff that were telling me, why didn't you check the main eye room in the main world? Thank you for pointing out. That saved us a solid hour of bullshittery. Definitely Not Blaze with a 7 streak. I Cook Bacon. All right, I'm gonna be frying up some bacon in your honor for that 7 streak. That's a big deal. He's cooking up some 7 streaks. Demogate. Killmore. Inks. Aetherstorm, TVR, Cerbera, Leo Rick. Oh, actually, no, not Leo Rick. He's a 14 streaker. Ladino Bob is a 7 streaker though. Shauna Lot, Tricido, Lodge 7. Dude, the group never ends. It's just going forever. Astro 7, Rionad, Big B, Conga Line, Dango, Foresight, Mindless, Hazy Boy, Logan, Test 60, and NPYU System. God damn, hold on. I got a little bit of breath left in me. Let's use it up on these 14 streakers. The back-to-back 7 streaks going out to Duca the Crazy, Orion, Lewd Waifus, Draco, Shaning, Leo Rick. There we go. Now we're getting it right. Timo Keenan? We'll go with Timo. All right, Timo. I apologize. Please forgive me. 3 7 streaks in a row going out to Ilham Rizk, and I Need More Lions. 4 7 streaks going out to Quantum Sleep, the Giga Chad. 5 7 streaks going out to Lowly Stoic. That's a 35 streak. But Lowly, that is a big deal, Mag had to kind of steal the fucking light off of you, the spotlight, because Mag wanted to flex with his 42 prediction streak. This may be the largest prediction streak live in the channel right now. Possibly. It is up there. 42 predictions in a row without messing up one time. Think about that. You have to guess yes, no. 42, I'm going to tell you Mag's secret. He doesn't want you guys to know. Mag told me, please don't tell the community. But I said, screw it. I'm telling you guys, you deserve it. All you got to do is type !yes during the bets. Easy streaks. Easy streaks. Don't forget that Uko was about to slay all these streaks. Oh, shit. I totally forgot about that. Holy shit. But luckily I have skill, right? Luckily, using raw gamer skill alone, I survived a double Uko shot in snowy depths. No. This is the part where you clap. You can say that's my streamer. No, don't say 6-7 gameplay. No, not 6-7. Today's cosmetic was made by Peter CE3. It's an outfit for your sweatlings. Specifically, it's like a dress. This is some weave stuff. This is the Koharu uniform, which is some weave stuff. It goes with a character named Koharu from Blue Archive. I don't know any other details other than what chat has said. I'm a noob with this stuff. But the pixel art looks great. So snag it up. It's a gotcha slop. It's gotcha slop? Oh shit, is that true? Peter, where are you, Peter? Are you creating cosmetics for gotcha slop? No, don't worry, Behu. I won't forget about you, man. I won't forget. Peter said I said don't play it. Wait. What? You're the cosmetic creator of this set, and you said it is gotcha slop, and you not to play it. So what was your motivation? Usually people create cosmetics for stuff that they're like, oh, this game is awesome. Like, I loved this game, so I created a cosmetic that you know, reminded me of one of my favorite games. He made it as a warning. Oh, I see. I appreciate the art. I guess. Is that a... I don't know. I don't know, man. Alright, closing it up. No, I just made it to get more practice. Okay, I guess there's some logic there. I made it... Let's see, what was... There's something else I was about to read. What was this? Dunk, it's the same as people appreciating the Fox Girl but not wanting to watch your actual stream. that's even more upsetting. Don't tell me that, all right? I choose to believe I want to live in just an innocent world where that statement better be 0% true. No. I know Blue Archive from memes like this. Oh god, do I want to know? It's a YouTube link. It just says skibbity.
Skibbity hop to a hop. Skibbity king who gives
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drawn in
burning some moms. Chip and cheese all over my lunch. Skibbity.
Christmas has been canceled this year. I'm sorry. It's just... I'm gonna be honest with you. Santa killed himself. No, it's just a prank. It was just a prank. Santa's alive. He's alive. He's alive. What a horrible day to have eyes and ears. Yeah, that was terrible. That was all right. That was god awful. 421,000 views. What the fuck did I just come into? I don't know. It was upsetting. I am as upset as you are. I'm pretty sure this is what they call bullying on Twitch. Don't worry. I will report it to the Twitch authorities to make sure that user is banned, because that is abuse of our ears. Our poor innocent ears. I no longer want to live on this planet. It was pretty rough, wasn't it? It was. You hear that? You push somebody over the edge, damn it. Thanks for sticking to this run. I see what you did there, Donji. I see what you did there. Aw, thank you for hanging out, Behu. Don't worry. 15 hours. We will be ready to play some more Noita. More sweaty Noita. Be ready. Prepare your bodies. I'm sending you guys on a raid on over to a streamer named Solo Wing. Apparently, they're kind of an old school gamer, I guess.
Pushed them over the edge? Are you a flat earther?
Well, let me just say, there's only one time zone. It's the Texas time zone. The earth is flat. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I saw it once on a documentary that I didn't watch. Have a nice one, Dunk. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, Mooncat. Thank you, everybody, for the awesome day. He's a Texan, so of course. Oh, come on. I hope there's not that many Texan flat earthers. There's probably like 5 in existence, hopefully. Maybe. Thanks for the stream. I had fun, at least. I'm glad to hear you had fun. I had a good time, too. Always good hanging with you guys. We'll be playing more. Better not be. If it's 5% of Texans, that would be so depressing. That better not be true. I refuse to accept those stats. Bullshit. 5, that'd be insane. There's no way. It's not even close. That's not true. All right, chat. I'll be back in 15 hours. More Noita, more sweat. Have fun hanging out with this dude who's doing a charity stream. Tito suggested him. So have a good time. Deuces, chat.